Hey, good evening out there in cyberspace. Hopefully I'm coming through because it sounds really non-echoey in my ears, and usually it echoes a bit. Welcome to Kobold with Kindergarten, where XSplit acts up and Fantasy Grounds acts up, and webcams die and things get messy. Always right before the stream is supposed to start, even when you did a check on earlier, and it was fine. I am your Dungeon Master, Even Note, and I am going to let these fine people introduce themselves.
Wait, what fine people?
Fine people and comic.
We're all stressed. No.
I'm not fine. I'm not. No, I'm Punchy, the tall folk, level 3 monk. Here for an amazing time.
I'm Lotte Laserstein. I'm a wild mage.
Don't forget
And
Lulu
my cockroach is with me. Lulu.
in her fancy feather hat.
Yes, her carnival mask. Actually, she has some other mask, which did I not make notes?
I don't remember what mask
I
you
think
guys
you
all
put it in
had,
our
but I'm sure it's in the
inventories.
it's in the inventory.
Chipmunk. She looks like a chipmunk right now. I mean, she's looking surprisingly like a chipmunk for a cockroach.
Yep, chipmunk mask.
Well, I am comic relief, and I am playing Hugo Kilroy, who is a human bard, and he and Bori know that the masks won't come off, but Punchy and Lotte do not know at this point.
By the way, if you would all like to say what kind of mask you have, Lulu has got a chipmunk.
Lotte is an elk.
Yes.
Ooh, I can't 100% remember what I chose. It was
You
a
are a
rabbit,
hare.
I think.
It's
Yep,
in our
hare.
Yeah,
inventories.
rabbit.
Like even made them.
And I am Thorgren playing the part of Bori Karthag, the idiot dwarf cleric who is currently looking like a boar.
That's right, you were the boar. And
Of course, I was the boar.
Yeah,
Hugo, what was
we
your
we
mask again? I can't find it in here.
we saved the pig mask for him, and Catamus took the fox mask, and even though he is a fox and you can't take it off, there's not there. But me, I was a wolf.
Oh, that's right. You were the wolf. Yeah, and Catamus is actually so well disguised at the masquerade party that no one can see him. And before anybody tells me, hey, you didn't load the modules, let me go ahead and load the... Oh, that is loaded. Cool. Oh, look at all this. I don't own all this stuff, but luckily whenever anyone enters adventure, if they've got it, I can load it.
Then I'm sorry.
Wow, there's a lot of stuff in here.
I have a lot of crap.
No, I'm absolutely good with that.
And we're in the Castle Maraschino at a party.
Oh, I know where I saw the makers of Muppet Adventures before. I have Barbie Supermodel. And that's they're the makers of Barbie Supermodel for the Sega Genesis.
Yeah, we were talking retro video games before the stream started for anybody who might have missed that. So, yeah. We were talking
He didn't just randomly start talking about Barbie.
although I wouldn't put it past me.
Because of that conversation, I have the theme song to DuckTales in my head for some reason, even though DuckTales had nothing to do with anything.
That's all right. I watched the Lego Movie 2 last night, so I got a song stuck in my head.
I don't need any songs stuck in my head. Anyway.
Baby Shark!
Oh, damn you. That's exactly the one I did not want stuck in my head.
But now you have Bori doing it stuck in your head.
Anyway, just to bring everybody up to speed since last time, this adventure is called A Night of Masks and Monsters. It's part 1 of A Requiem of Wings, which is available on, what's it, DMsRealm.com? shoot, DDM Zone?
DM's Guild.
DM's Guild?
DMsguild.com. Jeez, I just like completely drew a blank. By Ashley Warren, and I'm really liking it. I will probably there's like several more parts to part 1, and then there's parts 2, 3, and 4. So there's plenty here to choose from. Although I think the next, when we're done with the Masquerade Ball, which is where we are now, I'll probably go with a homebrew. Ah, I cut out. How much of that came through?
None.
You were just done talking about like that other parts are going to be coming out, I guess.
Oh, yeah, well, there's several. A Requiem of Wings actually has 4 parts, and each part is made up of several chapters. I will probably get to at least some of them at some point, but I think after we're done the Masquerade Ball, I might go with a homebrew. But there's your little title screen if you'd like to look that up on dmsguild.com. They have a lot of good free and cheap stuff on there to run. So we are at this Masquerade Ball, which the characters have been invited to because the Marquis de Machera, now you've got me wanting to say Maraschino, Thorburn, thanks. He was so impressed by the wonderful job they have done cleaning up the little town of Beggar's Hole and haunted castles and things like that, that he invited them to one of the apparently many masquerade balls he gives. So they're all here. They're wearing masks. Let's see, it's Hugo. You and Bori have realized the masks don't come off, but nobody else does?
That is correct.
So they were each given a mask when they first got here. They got to pick which one we rolled to see who would get to pick first. And yeah, so now they've got these masks stuck on their faces. Hugo has discovered a basement kitchen. And I think you kind of went down, but didn't really. You went back up hoping you could find somebody to explore it with you. Am I remembering
More or less
this right?
correct.
Maraschino,
Yeah,
doot. Thanks, Bori. Lotte and Lulu are up getting tattoos, and Punchy
Yes.
is in. I
We
forget
were
what this room
useless
is.
as usual.
Okay, apparently my control key is. I'm holding my control key down. That's what I'm using for push to talk. I'm wondering if I should just skip push to talk and go voice activated. So Punchy is playing a game called the Marquis's Cup. Oops, that's also the wrong map. Punchy's over here in the upper right-hand corner of the map playing this game. And he's made a halfling friend. And I just realized that I'm not sure what you had just unearthed the first king, correct?
Unfortunately, you keep cutting out.
Okay, hang on a sec.
Check to make sure that the settings, yeah.
No, it's my control. I think it's the control key. I can feel it kind of. I'm holding it and I can feel it. Okay, I'm just going to go on voice activity, which I really hate doing, but yeah. But apparently my control key is not cooperating with me, and I don't want to mess with. There are so many keys in Fantasy Grounds. It's kind of a pain to use push to talk anyway, so I won't. So yeah, Punchy is playing a strange non-alcoholic drinking game and made a friend with a halfling woman. Lotte and Lulu are up outside this door. Have you tried the door yet?
No, I got a tattoo for that symbol that I think maybe the Marquis had on, or somebody had it.
No, that was Kara, the woman who
greeted us at the bridge.
Had this eye symbol on her palms, and the tattoo artist, Zula, did tell you that it was the symbol of the geez, I want to say Auron, but that's totally not it.
Orion?
Something. I think angels, something. Demons bad, something. I don't know. Lotte thought it looked cool. And I think Lulu came
the
along
symbol
later
of the
and was
Aurium. I just completely drew a blank on that word. I had to bring up my cheat sheet. Celestial creatures from the heavenly realms. They are mortal enemies of the demons called the Malum Animus. The angels and demons have been waging war for centuries. We Abridians have lived for many years in the shadow of their conflict. So yes, it is the symbol of the celestial heavenly realms Arium people.
So it's like she has a "Don't tread on meat" porcus symbol on her forearm,
and on her palms, actually. Or is that where Lotte got it? Did Lotte get them on her palms as well, or on her forearms?
Lotte got them on her palms, I guess. Wherever the eye was on
Kara. Kara. Yep, she had them on her palms as well.
So she copied.
So you have "Don't tread on me" porcus on the back of the hand, and then the Arium on the palm.
Yeah, it's like love and hate, but it's like porcus, Arium.
It's priceless.
But Lotte and Lulu had just wandered this other direction when we left off, I think.
Okay, so we know where everybody is. Punchy's been playing this game and sang it. Now I can't remember what I was. Oh, I was rolling a D13. That's what it was. To see what happened next. I also don't remember whose turn it was on that game, so we'll just make something up. I should have watched the last episode. But anyway, who wants to do what next?
Well, if I recall, at the end of the last episode, we had just kind of wrapped up a segment of the game, and we're about to switch to, I think, one of the other people who were like heading on the stairs or that kind of thing.
I want to know what Bori's doing.
Bori is about to head down the stairs to the kitchen with Hugo, because while Bori was definitely enjoying this all-you-can-eat buffet feast spread out in front of him, I mean, he heard kitchens and he was like, ooh. Has Lotte cleaned the pumpkin off of her antenna yet? Because Lotte kind of dove into the pumpkin pie last time, and
Lulu.
Lulu, Lotte.
Yeah, Lulu's eating.
You guys, you're kind of interchangeable sometimes.
We are. I mean, it's kind of like Lulu's the boss of Lotte, anyhow. So Lulu's not too happy with what Lottie's gotten up to while she was eating pie.
She doesn't approve of the tattoo.
Yeah, Lulu's like cleaning up at. I mean, it's a snack to go, kind of like Bori style.
So if Lulu has like a mini ever-filling pitcher from Atticus Gonk, and if you don't know what that is and you're watching, that's a previous episode of Kobold Kindergarten.
It's like
and
a mini
you don't know what you're missing,
thimble.
and you probably want to keep it that way. But yeah, I'm guessing hers would be filled with pumpkin.
It might be. How runny is the filling?
Well, I guess when it would get, it's probably was fairly solid originally, but it's probably warm because this place is packed with people, and it's like summer-ish. So I'm guessing it could melt and get more runny.
More custard-like.
Yeah.
Yeah, she totally
custard.
That. Her ever-filling thimble of pumpkin filling.
So you guys are standing outside this door that nobody's been in yet. Punchy is at the card game, and Hugo and Bori are getting ready to descend into the basement.
Yeah, we were kind of sort of waiting for Lulu to maybe bring Lotte and or Punchy back, as kind of sent her off to gather them.
That's
but
right. That's
it looks like
100% distracted. It's never going to happen.
Yeah.
Question: do we have visibility of? Actually, I guess not. If she's 5 feet away from the rail and she's a 3-foot gnome, probably not.
Well, I mean, it could be an open rail, so I'm gonna give that to you. I'm gonna say, yeah, it doesn't really affect the gameplay in any way. So yeah, you can see Lotte.
You just see the purple hair bobbing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she's coming.
She's facing the opposite direction toward the door. Like, what does this do?
I have this mental image of like Lulu on her hind legs, like trying to tug at the bottom of Lottie's robes with her little.
She's
feet.
eating pumpkin, but she's also like pointing a different way, and like Lottie's just oblivious.
Like she's taking one front leg and scooping pumpkin off her antenna and stuff it in her mouth. With her other leg, she's like tugging on the bottom of your robes.
Well, did you want to maybe go get her, or you want us just head on down there, Bori?
No, just sit down.
Okay, so you guys are headed to the basement?
Yeah, we'll head to the kitchen.
Yeah, don't give me complicated instructions like go up the stairs, turn left, go to Lotte, then bring them back down the stairs, back to the stairs. No, no. Or he will get to as far as walk 2 stairs and then forget what he was doing.
Well, that's why it's just go get Lotte. That's simple.
You know, I don't think I have a grid set up on this, do I? Oh, apparently I do. Okay, you guys are at the bottom of the stairs in the kitchen. You can see a couple of tables of food, and it's a pretty long room. You can see a couple of doors along the wall to the south, and it looks like maybe there's an alcove or, more of the room up at the end towards the north.
Is anyone actually cooking?
That is a good question. And now I need to find that part on the PDF. Why is it never where I want it to be?
Well, I also kind of figured that, since Bori found some poisoned wine with a sleep draught, that, maybe he wants to come down here and check things out and see if anything else is poisoned.
Yeah.
Okay. No, there is nobody cooking. It's just a kitchen. There's some food lying around, but it looks like most of the food has been sent up. And it's upstairs on the giant banquet tables where you've been stuffing your face, Bori.
Yeah, I was about to say, and or in Bori's belly. So do we have any wine casks in here? Over by these barrels, perhaps?
No. Nope.
No.
You have saved all of the wine at this point, I do believe.
Well, let's wander over here
Yep.
and see what kind of trouble we get into.
Looks like we might have some doors down to the south as well, but
Yep. And you do notice, actually, one of those was actually supposed to be a tapestry. Oops. And the map was not quite complete. Let me look at the DM map. That'll be... There we go. Okay. Yeah, actually, one of those doors, and I'm not sure why they put this on the player's map, one of those doors, the very first one on your right, is actually not a door. That is a tapestry. But if you would, Hugo, what's your passive perception? 15?
14.
Oh, and anyway, it's not passive perception. If you guys would like to go back to the tapestry, this is kind of a gimme, but whatever, and give me a investigation check, intelligence.
Your acute senses detect a draft that seems to come from nowhere. Investigation. This is going to be
Okay,
rich. Please,
Hugo rolls an
please.
18, so you're good. Hugo, you realize that there is a door behind the tapestry.
I was 1 away from rolling a 0.
Wow, you actually had a minus. That a nat 1 would have been pretty awesome. So there is a secret door there. Would you like to investigate the kitchen further or go through the secret door?
Yes.
Kitchen or door? That was not a yes or no question.
Yeah. Well, that's what you think. But anyways, yeah. No. Let's go look through what I'm guessing might be a pantry area off to the north first, and come back to the secret door.
That works.
So basically, back where we were.
Yep. And it is just at a pantry, you see some cobwebs. This part of the pantry apparently is for food not too many people like and eat because it's webby and dusty, and that's really all it is.
Is there a giant book on the floor?
Yeah, that's really nothing. It may be a rug. The kitchens themselves are just kitchens.
Okay.
You can't say it's just a kitchen when there's a gigantic cask of ale there in the corner.
Cask of something. Might be wine.
Might be water. Might be empty.
I cast detect alcohol.
I thought it was going to detect gravy.
Okay.
Why don't you just tap it as opposed to casting a spell for it?
1 is empty. 2 is ale. 3 is... What was the other thing you thought it was?
Wine.
3 is wine. 4 is gravy. It's ale.
It might be a different kind of gravy, though.
Ale gravy?
Hey, there's beer batter and beer cheese.
That's very true. So, can I assume that you guys are going down to the laboratory?
Wait, what laboratory? What?
Oh, crap. Spoiler alert.
Going through the secret door, yes.
Now that you've actually found the door, you've looked, peeked behind the tapestry. There's a little secret door with a sign on it that says laboratory. Yeah, that's totally what I meant to say.
What about a secret Labrador?
Yeah, the
Better than a
secret
Labradoodle.
Labrador is hanging out with Cadamus and Nectarine.
So we are totally not splitting the party into 3 groups right now.
Yeah, now, do you want to try to get the rest of the party to come with you before you go down?
Well, if you guys are loud enough that it seems interesting, I might stop what I'm doing and go over there.
Well, keep in mind that, you're upstairs and they're in the basement. And it's a party. You are, unless Bori, bellows super loud, because Bori is kind of a loud guy. And I would probably want some kind of a skill check for that. Haven't decided what, but something. You're probably not going to hear him.
Does our illustrious bard happen to have message?
Ooh.
Better.
Well,
Yeah,
I guess we're going to go look at the Labrador.
Hang on just a second.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that Hugo has that would be
well,
but Hugo may have
actually, how far below the main room is the kitchen?
I'm thinking, say 10-foot ceilings. Let's just use a round number.
Okay.
I'm thinking the ceiling in the main room is probably higher because it's a ballroom. So I'm thinking that's 15 feet. I'd actually not really thought about the height of the rooms. So you're 20 feet straight up.
All right.
But you are also quite a bit, you're like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40-ish feet as well. From north, south, east, west feet. As opposed to
that's fine. So I go to the bottom of the stairway and I cast Minor Illusion basically at the top of the stairway. And it's going to be a sound. And it's going to be a really loud sound. Let's see, it says from a whisper to a scream. So it's going to be a scream.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and use I'm going to use Punchy's voice, and it's basically just going to say, "Hey, Lotte."
I just heard, "Hey, Lotte, you're so fine, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Lotte!"
Lotte looks around. She's like, "Hey." She doesn't see anybody around her except for Lulu.
No, that's fine. But I used Punchy's voice in case he heard it, in which case he would say, "What?" And maybe
that's a great idea. Yeah. Can I hear it?
Definitely, this has a range of 30 feet. I would say Punchy is definitely nowhere within range.
No, that's where the sound originates from, but it's the volume of the sound is that of a scream.
Well, let's see. So you're just at the top of the stairs? You could probably 105 feet. Yeah, that's a would a scream at a crowded party reach out? And considering also he's in a separate room.
So here's what I would say. Depending on what's happening with the game, if it happens to be a quiet moment, potentially you would hear a scream because it would make a party stop, and that would be a disruptive thing. But I guess it might be a roll of some sort to see what's going on with the game, huh?
Maybe perception.
Yeah,
it could be that too.
Exactly how.
Sure.
Punchy, you think you heard something, and you're not sure what, but you definitely think you heard something that might be worth checking out.
Okay, can I just say, pardon me, what was the halfling person's name?
That's a good question. What was her name? I don't know what these. I've forgotten my NPC names. So
hey, she's your game wife. You didn't have. She's your game wife. Didn't you put that down in your notes?
Oh no, it wasn't a game wife. It wasn't like that. I think it was just I saw it.
Karina Coda.
All right, Karina, I will talk to you later. I think I hear my friends doing kind of what we usually do, screaming, and so I'm going to go.
And Karina has been playing the game for a while. And she's like, "Yeah, okay. That's okay. Yeah. Whose turn is it again? Why do I not have I thought I had made up an NPC sheet for her. I did not. Oh well.
Your game wife has an NPC sheet. Ominous.
No, actually she doesn't. I didn't make her one. Anna Kournikova. Okay, so Punchy, you are now headed downstairs?
Yes.
Lotte will totally open up the door to this room she's standing in front of.
Okay, so Punchy has reached the bottom of the stairs. Meanwhile, Lotte tries the door and finds that it is locked.
Well, darn. If
Very
Lotte
locked.
goes to the very end of the hall, is that a flight of stairs down?
You know, it does look that way. However, oh, yeah, I totally did this wrong. You're already in the secret laboratory. That was supposed to be the kitchen. Oops. Well, no, 'cause anyway. No, that's it's a very confusing map. That will basically that's the back way into the kitchen.
Oh, so I could go down the stairs into the kitchen?
Yep.
That's totally what Lotte will do.
Okay. So I'm going to take you guys off of there.
Did Lulu know that the other people headed to the kitchen? Or did she just know they went downstairs?
I don't know that she knew either. I just basically sent her off to grab you guys and didn't really give a lot of explanation.
Okay.
Also, I should totally be sharing this. Is Lulu going down as well?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So you came down the stairs and, why aren't you unmasking for me? There we go. Does not want to unmask. All this, like, white stuff here is just background grid, and it is nothing. Lulu is with Lotte.
But there's no way from that part of the kitchen to our part of the kitchen.
I know, that's why I said this map is really kind of weird. You know, see the two little things at the eastern end of the room where Lotte and Lulu are? It looks like two mattresses on the floor there.
Or like sacks of flour. They're really like the door panels.
Yes.
Okay.
Like I said, the map does not completely match the adventure description.
It's like one of those saloon doors from the 70s.
Maybe it's an open floor plan, and that's just sort of a dining loft where you would just sort of sit there and eat your breakfast. That's not actually a wall, but it goes up to like
platform.
You know,
maybe it's just like a half wall, and that's like a little, preparation area, and then it.
It's a ranch style kitchen.
Yes.
Sunken kitchen. I don't know.
It's just a step up.
I'm gonna say it's a half wall, so you can look over and see.
Hey, what are you guys doing down here?
Yep, you can see them. In fact, you guys are pretty nimble. You could probably hop over the wall, or you could just go through the little thing at the end where the flower is.
To the south.
I'm gonna look at Lotte and say, "Hey, I like what you've done with the place. What have you guys been up to?"
Hey, we found a secret Labrador.
I got a tattoo.
Ah, nice.
Wow, you got a tattoo. Can I see it?
Yeah, just like that Karatek. I got eyes on my hands now too. What?
That's amazing.
To Lottie's dismay, the eyes tattoos do not actually see. She did ask.
Said, hey guys, can you do me a favor and try removing your masks?
Bori will attempt to remove his mask, even though he did earlier.
Lotte and Lulu attempt to remove their masks.
And this is when Lotte and Lulu realize that their masks are also attached and cannot come off.
And Lulu is like,
and Lulu is feeling the urge to nibble on some acorns.
Acorns?
Punchy, I don't know if you've tried to remove your mask yet or if you realize it won't come off, but you're starting to feel kind of hoppy.
Really? Okay. Hoppy? That sounds great, because we've got a half wall here, so I'm going to hop up on the half wall. But
no,
if I see Lotte and them...
is a half wall. The wall to the south is not.
Oh, but if I see Lotte and them like struggling with their mask, I'm going to see what's up with mine.
Well, they've just been struggling with their masks, so yep.
I am going to have a minor, very brief, probably let's say 8 to 10 second super freak out where I like writhe on the floor and spaz out. That I'm going to stand up all nice and calm and be like, it's fine.
Bori, you notice that you oink a little when you're breathing. Hugo, shoot, my memory sucks. What's your mask again? Bear?
I'm a wolf!
And Hugo, you notice that whenever you say oh or ooh, it kind of comes out long and drawn out, kind of like a howl.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing.
Now I'm trying to remember what Lottie's mask is.
Lottie's, she's like tilting her head forward and she feels a sudden urge to like butt at something.
Do you remember what your mask is?
She's an elk.
Elk, that's right. Yeah, you do. You feel the urge to like just butt things with your head.
So I don't really notice anything then. Kind of business as usual.
So guys, you remember that half bird, half human thing that kind of started this whole thing off with the memorial out there?
Yeah, I probably should have mentioned that at the beginning, that when you guys got here, you found a very quickly erected makeshift memorial because apparently some being that was half bird, half man got murdered, and no one still knows exactly what it was or how it got killed, but it was rendered pretty gruesomely. It was definitely a murder.
I'm kind of thinking he may have been a guest at one of these parties.
Well, the last party was last week.
Maybe we should go see what's in the dog.
But keep in mind that Kara, when she greeted you, she had no idea what he was, didn't really know anything about him, and she goes to all of these parties. So if he had been at a party, she would probably have at least known a little bit about him because she kind of greets everybody who's coming and going to the parties.
I mean, unless she's in on it.
That's a possibility.
Or all of his recognizable features had gone bird.
Oh, there's another possibility.
Yeah. Not to mention she might be a vampire because she's pale and dark hair and all that. Anyways, but that's another story.
These are all very interesting theories.
Is this hidden door unlocked?
It is. It just pushes open.
I push it open.
Okay, you find a steep, narrow staircase, which I'm guessing you're going to go down.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Bori, you first.
Okay. And I will... I was about to say bravely, but he's too dumb to be brave, so I will just lumber on into the darkness. Well, I'm assuming it's dark.
It's fairly dark, but I think everybody... Does anybody not have dark vision?
Hugo does not have dark vision. Lulu has smell vision.
Yeah, Lulu has smell vision.
Which is sometimes more useful.
I'm not sure how many feet. I didn't define how many feet she can smell for.
What's dark vision?
Actually,
60? I'll give her 60. I mean,
60.
Cockroaches are pretty sensitive to that kind of thing.
Hugo and Punchy do not.
Okay.
Although, do I have light?
You are a cleric. I'm guessing you could do something. And I'm sure you also have... All of you have torches or something along those.
Yeah, I do have torches.
Yep.
I could set something on fire.
Oh, wait, no. Punchy, I gave you that drift globe we got from the maze. So you don't need a torch ever again.
Oh, okay.
I think that's still on our party sheet, though.
Okay, that'll explain why it's not there. Let me take care of that.
And Bori, you also have continual flame.
I do?
Yes. I'm looking at your character sheet, and under your level 2 spells, continual flame. A flame equivalent in brightness to a torch.
That's clerics have all of it. The ones that I have prepared are the ones with the stars next to them. So I'd have to do a long rest to get continual flame.
Okay. Yes. So Punchy can use his drift globe and be able to see his way down. And you find yourself...
Well, if he activates the drift globe, everyone will be able to see. Yeah, it's like a big old light bulb.
Are you using your drift globe?
Well, how much do I feel like we're breaking and entering?
That's a good question.
We didn't break a thing. It's open.
Yeah, the door was unlocked. I mean, you found a secret door.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's all good then.
And the door just kind of pushed open, but you didn't even need to turn the knob. It just kind of pushed.
Can I actually make a perception check to see if I hear something up ahead like a human?
You can. You think you might hear a little bit of scratching.
All right, I'm going to keep the globe out, maybe partially cover it with my hand, and we're going to go in there. And I'm going to lead if that's all right, unless someone else wants to lead.
Oh, I thought you were letting the idiot go first.
I think we are. No, that's fine. Whatever you want. I just thought having the light up front makes sense.
Well, I've got dark vision, so I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, the only one besides you who needs some light is Hugo.
Yeah, but your dark vision's not going to work if there's natural light going on like that.
That's true.
would it be if the light source is actually behind him because he's not actually looking at the light source?
I kind of assumed it was almost like, since it is mostly almost an infrared. Is it mostly almost infrared, or is it
Dark
infrared?
vision
I'm
in
not actually sure.
5th edition dark vision is black and white, kind of like night vision goggles.
Yeah, so I had assumed active light would get rid of dark vision.
That could be. I mean, I know they basically combined the old infravision and ultravision into just dark vision. So
yeah.
So, have you decided how you're getting down the steps?
One step at a time.
Well, I mean, like, is Punchy going first, or?
Yes, I'm going to go first then.
Okay. So you get to the bottom of the steps, and you find yourselves in a windowless stone chamber, at the very, very bottom of the castle. There are some dried herbs hanging from hooks on the walls, and there's a wooden table covered with empty vials that smell foul. There's also several little censers, sort of like incense burners, and they're emitting a gray smoke. There's nobody here who is celestial or celestial in nature, correct?
I believe that's correct. However, Lotte does have that tattoo.
That is just a tattoo.
Lulu's a cockroach. That's pretty celestial. But
Wait. Is you say celestial or fiend?
Just celestial.
Or just celestial? Oh, just celestial? Okay. Then no.
So unfortunately, oops, wrong map. I did share this with you. Yes, I did. Hey, go me. Unfortunately, the map cuts off there, and I wish it didn't because, it would be nice to see more of this room. So you're actually in the room now, yes? I'm guessing you are since you went down the stairs.
Oh, okay.
Punchy in the lead. Yeah.
Lulu's actually behind, trying to find some acorns still on these tables.
Whoops, wrong icon.
I don't know if there's another map or not, but
there is not. That's what I was saying. Unfortunately, this map kind of this was all they gave me. Oh, white outlines in blackness for dark vision. That's kind of cool. The laboratory contains. I just realized I am totally using the wrong map. That room where Lotte and Lulu come in is actually supposed to be the secret room because I fail. I have read through this PDF of this adventure I don't know how many times and just realized that, but I wasn't like super paying attention to the map, more to the story. So
I'm sorry,
we'll
what?
Pretend. Yeah, I'm totally. The laboratory. Let's just carry on. The laboratory contains a gruesome sight. 5 dead creatures lay atop 5 tables. The races of the creatures vary. There is a human male, a dwarf woman with vivid red hair, a half-orc woman, a half-elf man, and a gnome man. None of them wear a mask. Each of the bodies is missing a limb, and animal parts that look canine in nature have been crudely sewn to the bodies in place of the missing limbs. None of the parts appear to have come from Nectarine. Cadamus's pet is safe. The rest of the animals' bodies, whatever animals donated these makeshift, replacement limbs, cannot be found.
Look, I don't see any Labrador parts.
So yeah, I'm gonna make sure they're all dead.
Lotte covers her own eyes because she's too young to see this.
I assume they're all dead.
They are indeed all dead.
All right, I'm going to. Did it look like they had tried to take their masks off?
No. I mean, they're kind of beat up. You can't tell for sure, but you really, I had not anticipated that question. Their faces are, clearly these people were killed rather gruesomely. and they're all banged up, but you can see where it is possible they might have tried to take masks off. They're certainly not wearing them now. Meanwhile, the scratching Punchy heard, you know something? I'm going to move you up into the room where this was supposed to be because there is more room. And if you want to position yourselves, however, you realize there is a were-rat. He is looking at you, and he is not happy to see you. So I would like you to roll for initiative. Yes, you are supposed to be able to see the were-rat because there he is. And he wants to fight you.
I predict fire in our future.
Okay, Lotte, the were-rat is growling at you and hissing at you and doing whatever little sounds were-rats would make. What would you like to do?
Lotte, she's really fixated on her hands that now have tattoos. So she points toward. This is probably not going to work very well. She's going to point towards the were-rat with her eyeball hand, holding it out. And this ghostly skeletal hand comes out of it towards her. And she tries to zarp the were-rat with a chill touch.
Okay. Well, in that case, I think what you need to do is roll a chill touch on the were-rat. That is a hit.
Oh, it is? Cool.
It is. Yeah, and you can see this were-rat looks kind of, he's all skinny and gaunt and filthy, and his fur is really ragged.
So I don't know if any of this is gonna do anything, but normally it would do necrotic damage.
Yep.
So okay. It also prevents them from regaining hit points for a round.
Well, you know, he's a were-rat and there's nothing else down here, so unless you guys were going to heal him, that's...
And it also gives them disadvantage on their attack.
Oh, that actually, Fantasy Grounds did actually put that right on him.
I just dragged it onto him.
Oh, excellent. Is that it for you?
That's it.
I am shocked you did not burn it with fire.
Well, you know, she's not a pyromaniac, or, you know, so she claims.
I try to vary it. There's chaos involved.
Okay, so the were-rat, his preferred method of dealing with things is to bite. And he is going to, well, he needs to be up there, so he is going to come running up to Lotte.
Is Bori part were-rat?
Oh, that is a hit.
Ow!
For 5 points of damage.
Ow!
So, you know, not.
Wait, did it not roll disadvantage?
Did it not roll disadvantage? Okay, let me give
you 5. Doesn't look like it.
Okay, let me give you 5 points back. And re-roll that. Disadvantage.
Yeah, it looks like the effects for whatever reason disappeared.
Yeah. That is really weird. Why did that do that? I didn't take the effects off. They just disappeared. And he's still not rolling. Okay, well, he rolled a 4 and a 5. So... Oh, wait, was his attack also with
disadvantage? You rolled damage the second time.
Yeah, well, okay, what was the attack that was supposed to be disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay. We're going to give you that back. And we are going
It's not too hard to hit, though.
Okay, so now we've got disadvantage checked, and we're going to try this again. Ah, there we did it.
Yay!
He misses. So, yay.
And I'm not in pain!
Punchy.
All right. I see an opportunity here to prove my ability to defeat undead foe. Well,
rodent?
And yeah, well,
Is
Regardless,
the
I'm
were
going
rat
to.
really undead though?
No. Lycanthrope.
Yeah, he changes, but he's never actually been dead, so he can't really be undead. He's just
Well,
been bitten by a rat with a lycanthrope.
it'll be undead by the time I tell it. Anyway, I'm going to attack it.
Okay. Uh, Punchy waves a light hammer around and nearly clops off Bori's head, but completely misses the were rat.
All right, just a second. I think I get a bonus attack, right?
I believe you do.
Yeah, I can make an unarmed strike as a bonus action, so I'm going to do that.
Oh, for a minute there, I thought that was the one as well. That is also a miss.
Yeah.
So Punchy this time at least doesn't, cut off Bori's head or anything like that. But
I'm ashamed, but also, that's probably what was going to happen.
Hugo.
I take my dagger and I throw it at the rat.
Okay, throw that dagger. That is a hit. And the were rat resisted the damage.
All of it?
Yeah.
Wow.
'Cause it's not silver.
That was strange. Bori!
All
Pretend
right.
you could pretend it's a taco and just, throw it in a tortilla and munch it down.
I could, but it's still a little moving for my tastes. Like I prefer them to be less squirmy.
More
Oh,
minced.
who knew that Bori was so discerning when it came to his food?
Well, you just you know, he hasn't experienced Sanok G yet, so no. All right, so let's see. What are we gonna do here? What are we gonna do? We're going
No,
to.
no rat tartare for him.
And no run. Yeah, I mean,
Oh
I
no, no,
hadn't
he
even
could.
thought of that. He could
It could be tartare just as long as it's immobile tartare.
moving tartar bad, stationary
Right,
tartar good. It's not taco
right.
Tuesday.
Very few, what's the word I'm looking for? Regulations, but not walking away from me is one of them.
Okay,
Uh, so we're going to take the warhammer and try and get the were rat upside the skull.
that's a hit.
Crunch. Nope, that's not a crunch.
Resisted the damage.
Nope, but Bori doesn't know why, and no one's really injured. I don't think we need a spiritual weapon in here. Do we need a spiritual weapon? I don't think so.
I'm
Nah.
I'm also
Nah.
trying to see what. I'm not seeing anything about it being able to resist stuff. So, oh, damage
Uh,
immunity. Oh, okay. I know why
yeah,
it's resisting.
because it's supposed to.
Yep, Lulu.
Yep.
Does Lulu want to do anything or?
Lulu's not even in the room.
Okay,
She's still looking for acorns.
Lottie.
Lotte, since this thing is in her face, she's gonna switch up what she does to it, and she's gonna try to do. Her hands are getting all sparky, and she's gonna try to do a shocking grasp.
Okay, that's a hit.
And she lays some sparky hands on this were rat. It does 4 damage.
Hey, every little bit helps. Do you have any bonus actions? So you want to, I'm guessing you don't want to make a movement because that would provoke an attack of opportunity.
Because I forgot to look up what all my sorcery points do. No, for now. Oh no, actually, what I might do because I think it might be a good idea in the bad decisions category. It's a good bad decision to make. She's going to incur an attack of opportunity and run away because she doesn't like things touching her, which the were-rat tried to do.
An evil beaker, my Discord overlay is cropped too high. It looks okay on my screen.
Lottie's willing to take the hit. She just wants to get away. Run away, run away.
I don't think that came through. Evil Beaker, my Discord overlay looks okay on my screen, both on XSplit and on my tablet, so I'm not sure what you mean by crop too high. Oh! Wait, Discord overlay, hang on.
Yeah, it looks like it's cutting off the bottom of my name here.
There we
It's
go.
fine.
There we go. Okay. Sorry, Lotte, I was looking at that, and I sort of like, I'm not having a good multitasking night. So Lotte was doing something after the sparky.
She ran away without disengaging, so the were-rat can do an attack of opportunity on her.
Okay. And she ran over here. So the were-rat. Okay, stupid DM question because I don't think I've ever run into it. If the were-rat now leaves Punchy and Bori.
No, you don't have to move it. It just the idea is that when she passed him by,
oh, yeah,
in
he
that
will.
spot,
I think he will
so you can
definitely.
just roll on me. You don't have to move the were-rat.
Is he still at disadvantage?
No,
No.
he shouldn't be.
Okay.
It was one round.
He misses.
Yay!
However, it's now his turn. And
Stay away! Stay away!
well, he's looking at Bori, and he's thinking, "Wow." By the way, is he showing up on the screen? Because all of a sudden it says,
Yes,
okay.
he's there.
He's looking at Bori and he's thinking, boy, oh boy. That would.
That's so big.
Dwarf feed were-rat family for a week! Or 2 or 3. Oh! And he goes to bite at Bori, but he's weak and emaciated. And he just kind of bites the air and slumps down and looks sad. So now it's Punchy's turn. And yes, thank you for pointing that out, Evil Beaker. I thought I had that fixed before. That's
All right, this time I'm going to attack. And hit.
Go, Punchy!
Hopefully, I assume that's a hit.
That is a hit. Oh, yeah.
All right.
Resisted. I don't think Punchy
All right, I'm going to follow up. I'll spend one of my key points and do a flurry of blows for 2 more attacks. Well, actually, hang on, though. There's also a status effect on that one attack. Hit again?
Yep. Resist.
All right, now on that attack, it needs to make a dex save.
Ah. Why don't I?
Or be knocked prone.
You know what? I'm just going to roll a d20 because I'm not. And it'll be dex plus 2. What does he need to make? Because he just rolled an 18.
That's a good question. Key save DC 8 plus proficiency bonus plus wisdom modifier. So
10.
Yeah, 10.
Okay, so he made that save pretty easily.
Yeah. Okay. So it's fine.
Okay. Hugo. Fresh ratty kobold tonight. Good one.
I'm going to throw out a vicious mockery.
I want to hear what you're going to tell this rat to mock him.
Yeah, of course you do. Hang on. Let me consult my list.
Oh,
And
there's
yes,
a
I do.
list.
And yes, I do have one. Oh, yes, I do have one.
Oh, I need
I've
to
been-
do that
I've
for
been compiling.
Calliope.
This will work. I wanted to give you a nasty look, but you already have one.
I'm tempted to make you roll disadvantage for that, but I
That's
won't.
fine.
I thought that was pretty good.
Oh my gosh, he fails the save. Okay, roll your damage.
Yay!
Another 4 points.
And I believe he's at disadvantage, although for some reason it didn't apply. I don't know. Odd, but okay.
I'll give him disadvantage. Oh no, Bori just lost connection.
No!
He's still in Discord. Can you hear me, Bori? Can you hear me now?
Hold on. I think I'm back.
Yeah, it says.
Nope.
Oh, Bori reconnected. It's your turn, Bori.
Hooray!
Yay! Okay. We're going to we're gonna take the hammer and hit him in the head again.
That's a hit,
Oh
but I don't
wow!
know how long it's going to take Bori to realize it. Yeah. Resisted. Gosh darn it.
Resistance is futile.
That's
Lulu.
okay.
Apparently
We
not.
can just beat him repeatedly until
Lulu is still stuffing her face and looking
How
for
do I?
acorns.
Has she actually found acorns?
You know something? I think Lulu has found a couple of acorns.
Okay.
Bori needs to find a Maxwell silver hammer.
Uh-huh.
So she's eating some acorns. Then she'll like tick 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 to catch up with everybody, and then she'll just be like, oh boy, and she's gonna watch what's going on for now.
Okay. Lotte, that means it is your turn.
Lottie's feeling the chaos within her, and she's gonna try to cast a chaos bolt
Ooh.
at our were rat friend. I've also got to make a roll to see if I get a wild magic thing.
Critical hit.
A critical hit on my chaos bolt. I'm gonna roll a d20 just to see if I have a wild magic surge.
Okay.
I'd have to roll another 20, so I'm safe.
Ah.
I'm
I was,
not
ki- I was kind of
rolling
hoping
two
for the wild
20s.
mage surge.
So the damage is I have to roll a d8 to see what
Mhm.
kind of damage it is because chaos.
Yeah, exactly.
A 6 is poison.
Okay.
So, oh, already forgotten what I'm doing. Takes 2d8 plus 1d6 poison damage.
2d8 plus 1d6. Okay.
good
So
gravy.
I guess it's up to you whether or not poison is resisted. I don't
Well,
know.
it is not immune. I don't have anything that says it's immune to, but you just, that were-rat just kind of.
20s are awesome. Why didn't I roll those more often?
Yeah,
Delete.
that was impressive. Yeah, but yes, you definitely did need a Maxwell silver hammer because he resisted every weapon strike that was not made with a silvered weapon, which was pretty much all of them. So that is 450 points of XP, so 90 points each. We'll throw Catamus 90 points as well. Do you guys want to update your XP yourselves, or?
What is it? 450 each?
No, 90 each.
90
450
each?
90
total.
each. Okay.
I will math.
So we should be at 2590.
I concur with that total. We're 110 away from level 4, ladies and gents.
I'm at 2050, but I think that's because I missed.
Yeah, I think, yeah, because you missed the session, I think. So yeah, 2590 sounds good to me.
Oh, that's right, because she was talking to her parole officer.
Yeah, I missed testicle. Didn't challenge him.
I would also like to recover my dagger.
Okay, I will allow that. I'm not even going to make a roll for it. Anybody who wanted to do like a an investigation check, intelligence?
I'll do that. I think I might be intelligent.
Hugo notices absolutely nothing.
I'm not that intelligent.
Lotte notices absolutely. Well, Lotte gets the impression that there should be things they're looking at here.
Lulu
She's
will
not sure what.
try.
Lulu, I bet Lulu will do it. She is the
Lulu's
smartest
not very
cockroach I've ever
intelligent
known.
either.
Not that I, usually make a habit of hanging
Oh
out
wait,
with
was
cockroaches.
investigation? I did insight.
Oh,
Wait.
yeah, investigation.
Ooh.
Not quite.
I thought
I'm
that
gonna,
was a 20 at first.
Would Bori or Punchy like to give it a stab?
I'm gonna roll just to see what I get, but it's just flavor.
Bori
You said
should be
investigation,
pleased.
right?
Investigation, yeah. Bori.
Oh God!
Jeez,
That's
guys.
right. That's about right.
God.
Nobody.
Wow.
I hope it wasn't. I hope it wasn't dungeon critical.
Tell you what, let me uncheck this. You know something that wouldn't have affected you guys? I'm talking to myself. I'm just gonna roll for the heck. DM rolls in at 20. Because of that, I was thinking if I roll a 20, I'm gonna go ahead and give it to him. I've never seen 5 rolls all miss a DC 12 check before. That's you guys. I mean, did you just like flunk out of hireling school?
Totally.
But
It's that where at, man. It kind of threw us for a loop.
I have the attention span of a gnat.
But you do notice. Shoot, I don't know if I have a symbol. I do not have a symbol of this. Shoot. The marquis symbol is tattooed inside the werewolf's wrist. Or the were-rat's wrist, not
That's
werewolf.
in there.
Tattoos?
No, I don't have an
It's
image of it.
listed under as ANOMAM Kara's tattoo.
No, that's Kara's tattoo. That's different.
Oh, that's different. Oh,
You mean
okay.
this is
Oh,
another
the
tattoo
marquee
that,
symbol. Right.
Yeah, the
Okay.
Is this
marquee
another
symbol.
tattoo that Lotte can get?
Yes, possibly. I'm just checking here. Yeah, there is. You know, when you're actually just reading and getting the story, sometimes you just need to. Well, I'm guessing it looks like his mask. It's like 3 faces that represent like joy, fear, and sadness.
Oh.
Well,
So you've got this dead were-rat,
Comedy, tragedy, and neutral.
something like that. And you've got these 5 dead bodies on the table.
Well, there is a dead were-rat, and we are in a kitchen.
That's not where I was trying to lead you, but oh boy.
I don't know what he's getting at.
Well, a point of psychic damage first off because he's thinking.
Oh, yep. Point of psychic
He's
damage
looking-
to Bori
He's
because he's thinking. And
Are you saying
looking
it's
at the
unsanitary?
corpse. looking at the stove, looking at the corpse, looking at the stove. I've never had were-rat before.
I definitely want to look at the bodies some more. I mean, I was looking at them. Do I feel like someone, like they were surgically attached? The dog parts?
They're kind of crudely sewn on there. UB40 song rat in the kitchen. Good one, Fark. Let's see. Punchy, if you would like to give me a... Let's make it another insight or investigation. I'll give you your choice. Yeah, you notice absolutely nothing.
All right. I'm trying to figure out why a dog would sew its arm onto somebody.
Well, I mean, it's a dog arm, but there's no... What makes you think the dog was the one that sewed it on there?
Are you saying it might not have been the dog?
I'm saying it's highly... I mean, anything is possible, but it's highly unlikely that any creature would rip off its own arm and sew it onto a dead body.
Maybe he's a were-dog.
Well, we did just fight something that turned in. It was
It's a
part human,
were-rat.
part dog. So maybe it was like it merged to get like, how like you get cut and it heals over time. Maybe you put on the dog arms, and then eventually you turn into a were dog or were rat.
I am so getting Bearlock vibes right now.
Well,
I
does
was thinking
anyone
of the
else want to
fly.
do? I will give you a choice of perception or investigation.
Can I assist somebody who's really smart?
Okay, Hugo, you realize that the 5 dead bodies also have the same tattoo. That's the masks, either on their wrists or on their chests.
Hey guys, look at those tattoos.
Do any of them have
Tattoos.
do any of them have eyeball tattoos or don't tread on meat tattoos?
No. And
Obviously, I've got to get one of these.
all of a sudden, you are hearing screams. Something is going on upstairs in the main hall. Something pretty major.
Well, I'll run upstairs.
Lottie will run upstairs too.
Okay. Is anybody not running upstairs?
No,
I'm
one runs, we all run.
Lulu will
Well,
scurry.
Lulu will scurry. Bori, are you running upstairs or
I'm about to roll a wisdom save.
nat
Okay,
20?
fine. I will not cook the rat. Ugh. I'm coming back for you. And then he will waddle upstairs.
I'm just dragging you on here wherever. Okay. You return to the main ballroom. And all these happy partying people, some of them look angry, some of them look terrified, and you see one of the dragonborn guests wearing a tiger mask. He suddenly crouches on all fours and gives a great roar. And then there's a man standing near you, a half-orc man. He's wearing a lizard mask. He convulses and collapses to the floor. A long green tail protrudes from his backside, and he writhes on the ground attempting to crawl. Now you see the other guests are starting to panic. They're trying to remove their masks and realizing they have been tricked. And Zula, the tattoo artist, comes running over and says, "Look, I don't know what's going on with the masks, but I think this will end. I think Prospero, the marquis, I think he needs to be defeated."
Why?
He's not who you think he is.
The
Well,
dude was totally a vampire.
I
w-
quickly describe the tattoos on the bodies downstairs and ask what she might know about it.
At this point, Zula has run off to safety, to her little tattoo room upstairs, because she's an artist, not a fighter.
Lottie really wants to follow her and get a new tattoo, but okay. Yes, danger must come first.
Hold up. I just noticed there's some profiling going on. She just, air quotes, put us on the map wherever, and yet Lulu is on the banquet table and Bori is right next to it.
I moved
That
her
was-
onto the banquet table.
And Bori, your placement was just a happy accident. And all of a sudden, you hear a terrible screeching sound. Yep, that's shared. Okay. And you see, I should have made a more descriptive icon for this, but you see a giant vulture swoop down upon you, flapping its wings.
I gore it with my antlers.
Roll initiative, please.
I do have antlers, right?
Or you just think you have antlers?
Don't I by now? All these people transforming?
I
Lulu
re-roll a
looks-
1 at lucky as a lucky halfling, so I got a 15 for initiative.
Works for me. And Punchy, that's going to, you get to go first. This is a giant vulture, and he's very unhappy with you.
Well, it is time for me to do my thing, so I'm going to run up to this thing and punch it.
Okay, punch that vulture.
I get to re-roll ones.
Boy.
So many ones.
And
All right.
Okay, that is actually a hit. Also, what does it
All
say?
right.
It's Lotte's turn. It's Punchy's turn.
It needs to make a strength save of 10.
Okay, let me find the giant vulture. Strength save.
Does the vulture have the condition immunity to prone?
Yes. 13. Oh, immunity. That's a good question. I never thought of
In
that.
this case,
Is
it
it
would not
flying?
have been prone, but it would have been shoved back 15 feet.
Well, it does make a save. It needed a 10. It rolled a 13.
Okay, I'm going to follow up with my second attack. Or did I do that? No, I didn't do that yet.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, that's it. That's my turn.
Okay. Lottie.
The marquis isn't visible anywhere.
Not right now.
Just the angry vulture.
Just the very angry vulture.
Okay. In that case, Lottie's gonna do Ye Old Reliable and firebolt it.
Burn it with fire!
Fire!
That's a hit.
And she burninates.
Burninate that vulture.
Big number, no whammies. For 6 damage.
Okay. Now it's a
Yay!
somewhat wounded vulture.
And she kind of digs her hooves against the floor. Like
She
she'll
doesn't
charge if she
actually
has
have
to.
hooves yet, but you kind of feel your shoes are a little uncomfortable because you can feel your toenails growing and getting thicker. It's that elk mask melting to your soul. Bori! You can't have
How?
roast vulture until you kill the vulture.
How wounded is this vulture looking?
He's slightly. I mean, he's got a couple ouchies, but he's not at death's door or anything like that.
Hmm.
There's some feathers kind of scattered around.
Well, then we're going to make you dig out a token, and as my bonus action, cast Spiritual Hammer.
Oh, can I find a moon shark?
No, his is actually the ham.
Yeah. Silver made us specifically
shoot.
made us a spiritual ham token.
You know something? And I never added that in here, I don't think.
Oh,
If I did, it would probably be in Sunless Citadel. I thought I
gasp!
had. I know, right?
All right. Well, we'll just pretend then if we don't have another token.
If you
Tell you what.
if you have access to Buberon tokens by any reason, I don't think you do though. No, you wouldn't have that.
I'm going to give you this little guy as your spiritual hammer. Spiritual hammer.
So he's going to summon it over there. Wait, how far can I summon it out? 60 feet. Oh, that's definitely within 60 feet.
You're good.
Easy 60 feet. Okay, so on the other side of the giant vulture, and I get to make an attack immediately upon summoning it.
Okay, how much of a range does the spiritual hammer have? Because remember, Punchy is right there.
I summoned it on the opposite side of Punchy.
Okay, so it's not like a 20-foot range or anything. Okay, that is a.
Oh yeah, no, it
It's
doesn't
like a
have
literal
have
weapon.
reach.
Even though
It's just a floating weapon.
okay, even though it didn't actually, for some reason, drag onto the vulture, I can tell you that is a hit.
Oh, that's because I clicked it, and when you were like, "What's the range?" I let go and was like, "What?"
Oh. So
and
yeah,
so it rolled anyway.
just drag your damage
But
onto him.
okay. Crunch.
Okay, now the vulture. I mean, he's missing a lot of feathers. The ones he has are kind of all getting kind of bent. He's you know, he's not looking too happy. However, it's his turn.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! No, it's not.
Oh,
That was
no, it's
my
not.
bonus
Oh,
action.
that was your bonus. Okay,
Oh yeah, I still
go,
got movement and an action to go.
go, Bori.
Yay, yay, punt, yay, damage clerics. All right, so I will move up. Boink.
Wait,
Next
wait.
to.
No, there will be no boinking of the vulture. Bori, keep that stuff in private.
Oh, like Bori's
That-
gone hardcore. He's boinking the vulture.
Yeah, that'll get the vulture's attention.
Uh,
Spiritual boinking. And then I hit him with the spiritual hammer, and now we're gonna hit him with the regular hammer,
so
or not.
So the dwarf cleric just spiritually blinked a giant vulture with a spiritual hammer. Excellent.
One might call that a spiritual spit roast.
Anyway, that is a hit in more ways than one.
And now I'm done.
You've got to roll damage. That was a
Oh,
hit.
that was a hit.
That was a hit. I said that was a hit in more ways than one. But
Oh,
you do only get to roll damage once, but yeah.
well then.
Oh, the vulture lets out a last piteous squawk, and his wings fold, and he plummets to the ground, and becomes the roadkill that he would normally be so fond of.
That's way too far from the stove.
You hear a shriek of anger.
Out of character. Why do I get the feeling we just killed one of the guests?
You did not. A shriek of anger. My vulture! And suddenly you think it's the marquis, and suddenly you realize it is not. Well, the marquis is not who you think he is.
He's not a vampire.
He is not a vampire. He is a cambion.
Oh no!
Oh yes, and
That's worse.
his real name is Acrodemirian. And he is coming down the steps from the upstairs balcony in a towering rage. And I'm going to put him here at the bottom of the steps.
Lottie
And
holds up her eyeballs. She's like, "Talk to the angel hand."
and someday I'm going to figure out how to
What?
reset. Actually, let's try this. Hey, that's how you do it. Yay. Okay, roll initiative, please.
And you said he's a what?
He's a cambion.
Cambion.
I don't think I know what that is.
Bad.
I don't know what that
It's
is.
a fiend, basically.
Yeah,
They're devils.
not
Yeah.
And
cool.
it's
They're
bad.
not very nice people.
They're they're the people your halfling parents warned you about.
Did Lulu want to roll initiative?
No, Lulu's gonna hide under the table.
Yeah, these would be pretty scary. So, Hugo,
And this is
you get to go
just
first.
out of character. This is a module for level 3 characters
Indeed.
with a cambion.
Optimal party is 5 level 3 characters.
Okay.
Which is not optimal.
Well, that's the way it was described anyway.
Is he wielding or wearing anything metallic?
Oh, I think I see where you're going with this. Why did I close this character sheet? That was silly.
He must have been on the other end of the map when I did
He
my
is
second.
holding a spear, which is a long wooden. It's got a long wooden shaft, and I'm guessing probably some kind of metal tip.
Yeah, but he's not actually holding it. That metal.
Yeah, he's packing a spear, but yeah, he's not really holding it.
Okay. I'm going to throw down a vicious mockery on him.
You know I'm going to want to hear what you've got to say to him.
Well, of course you do. I don't want to hurt you. I just want you to not be alive anymore.
Well, roll it. He fails his save. He did not like that. You've hurt his feelings.
Where'd my spiritual hammer go?
Oh, was that still there?
Yeah, that lasts for a minute.
Oh, even though oh, you're right. I'm stupid. Which one did I get that out of?
And he has disadvantage.
It was like
I can figure out how to add that effect to vicious mockery here.
Add right click it, add effect, and put in the effect that. Oh, and you have to add an expiration on next roll.
1 round.
Well, no, it's on their next attack. Isn't it on their next attack, or is it 1 round or next attack? I thought it was their next attack.
Let's see.
I would have to look.
Oh, it's probably their next attack for that one.
Vicious mockery.
And have disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of the next turn.
Ooh, that might be tricky to code.
How about if I just click disadvantage when I roll for him?
No, that's fine.
They'd probably just do it for 1 round in that case because.
Well, then multi-attack would
yeah
hit all of them.
Be zarped.
Well, yeah, so it should be next attack then, I would think.
Okay.
There's probably a way of doing next attack or end of turn, but I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, it's the or that I'm not skilled enough in doing. I can do next attack or 1 round, but
Yeah, I have no idea.
Evil Beaker might know if he's still around, but again, not worried about it.
It would probably be a pain to get coded, and no, he's not.
And then, as my bonus action, let me double check. I don't actually do this very much. Yes, bonus action. I am going to grant Punchy some bardic inspiration.
Yay, Punchy!
Don't know how to award it, but he's got bardic inspiration now.
And that does what?
Adds a 1d6 to the roll of your choice.
Once within the next 10 minutes, the creature can roll the die and add the number rolled to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw it makes. And I believe it's a d6. It is a d6.
Sweet.
Okay, so let me... it won't let me drag that onto Punchy. Wait a minute, let me try this. There we go. Okay. Hugo, is that the end of your turn?
It is, yes.
Okay. So now you've got a very, very angry Cambion looking at you. And since Hugo attacked him, I think he's going to go for Hugo first. And oh, Lotte, you may actually like this guy. He's like,
with disadvantage.
With disadvantage, yes. Burn it with fire. Why is there no attack roll for fire ray? Is there no save on that? That can't be right. I don't see an attack roll.
What is it?
Fire ray.
Is it a special ability?
It's an action. +7 to hit.
You should just be able to drag that +7 to hit. Like, click the +7 to hit and drag that over. If it's coded right.
Oh. Yeah, you know something? I think I need to... Yeah, It's in the wrong place. I'm just gonna roll a d20. So 12 plus 7, so that's a 19. I'm guessing he hits.
Does a
Disadvantage.
19
That's
hit?
19's a low one.
19.
12 is a low one.
Well, he's got an attack plus 7. He rolled a 12 and a 14. So yeah, 19
Well-
or 21. Take
Yeah.
your pick.
No, it hits.
Okay. Hugo, you are burned for 9 points of damage.
Tis blood a flesh wound.
And now it's Punchy's turn.
I hope he doesn't get burnt more because Bori might eat him.
All right.
I was just thinking that.
First off, I'm
Hey!
gonna run up and try to punch him in the face like usual.
That's a hit. Oh, that's a miss?
What?
He's got
That's
bardic
why I was
inspiration,
worried
so he
about
can
it.
Oh, yeah.
roll a d6 and add that to it if he
But
wants.
only once I get to do this.
That is correct.
So what I'm going to do is spend my second key point and do 2 more attacks.
I just make sure I put in his AC correctly. Miss?
Consistent.
Oh, yeah. He does have an AC of 19.
All right. Now it's for the next turn, or for how long does this last?
10 minutes.
Okay, fine. I'm going to save it then because I want to do it on a damage roll or something like that.
No, it's only on a d20 roll. Attack, saves, or skill checks.
Okay.
You can't add it to damage.
Okay. Next round then.
Okay.
Yeah, I linked it in the Fantasy Grounds chat, so you can just click on that and you can read it.
Lotte.
I am going to reach into the power of my mind. This is probably a really
Oh,
bad idea.
boy. We're all in
Well, at least you're not Bori.
And I am going to try to affect the champion with a mind spike.
Ooh.
Ooh. Flashy tracks.
Oh my god, and he failed!
His save.
Yay!
So,
So my mind spike does 3d8 psychic damage.
nice.
And he cannot be invisible from me unless I lose concentration for like up to an hour.
Very nice. Yeah, looking at the, I'm not going to tell you how much, but looking at the total number of hit points he has, I'm not going to have him shapeshift or anything. I mean, he does actually have the ability, but he's probably not going to use it because his hit points alone are going to make him pretty daunting.
That's why whenever you said he's a Cambion,
He's
and
a
I was
Cambion.
like, this is for CR3. Like,
Yeah.
Well, except for the very, very first episode and those orcs, I don't think any of, and some of them I thought would be, I don't think I've really given you guys any fights that were, super tough.
Oh, it'll be fine. We'll all die.
Oh,
Or
it's
not.
fine. I'm standing over here. It's fine.
Yeah, it's not like the hardcore server or anything.
That's true. If you died and you wanted some way to resurrect, I would find a way to do it. Lotte, is that the end of your turn?
I think it is because I forgot to see if I could do something different as a
Okay.
bonus action with my special points.
Bori.
I did forget to roll. I need to roll a d20 to see if I have a wild mage surge.
Oh.
And I don't.
Yeah, that's definitely a no.
okay, so that pointer is just checking basically some move distance, because as a bonus action, I can move my spiritual hammer and repeat the attack. So we will slide the spiritual hammer over next to the Cambion.
Spiritual hammer,
And
which is
yeah, spiritual
actually ham.
hammer. Just like that. Ooh, there we go.
I'm just displaying the your spiritual hammer for the good folks of Twitch and potentially YouTube later to see.
So I'm assuming a 22 is a hit.
A 22 is a hit.
All right. And boom! Eat
Very
some force damage.
Shakalaka.
Okay, so you can tell. I mean, he's pretty tough guy. He's got a lot of hit points, but he's hurting.
And then I will run up around the column, boop, and try and hit him with the actual hammer.
Is this one also made of ham? Is it a hammer? Oh, that's
No,
definitely a miss.
no, but if you look at the artwork for him, it is metal carved into the shape of a ham leg. That is a hammer. Yeah,
I would not expect anything less from Bori.
and that
I don't know if you can show it on Twitch anywhere, but if you go back into the mini section of your Discord server, you will find a painted miniature with a hammer.
that's right. You did make that. And I'm assuming a 7 misses.
A 7 indeed misses, and unfortunately, I have tried this before. I don't have a way to show Discord images on Twitch because I've tried that before. I wish I could. Well, let me just try one thing real quick.
Just take a screen snip of it and show the snip. Shouldn't that work?
Hang on a sec.
Or maybe opening up the original and doing something with that? I don't know.
Oh yeah, because open an original goes into a web browser.
Nope, I've tried that, and nope, it does. All I get is a black screen. Yeah, it. Oh, you probably couldn't hear me then
Boom.
because for some reason when XSplit is the top window, it completely cuts out my push to talk. Yeah, all I get is a black screen. So, oh well. Lulu, you're scurrying away, hiding from
Lulu's
the cambion.
hiding.
Okay.
Totally hiding.
Hugo.
Let's see if that works in Twitch chat.
Is she hiding in the pie?
Give me a second, please.
Of course.
Now I just tried just putting the whole Discord window in there. I've tried, just. Oh yeah, that would probably work. Let's give that a try. It does indeed work. Dwarf with a hammer. Nicely done. Yes, if you want to see
All right.
the dwarf mini with a hammer, there is the link. And Hugo, it is your turn.
Okay. Yes. And he's looking kind of hurt,
I don't
huh?
metagame you, but I really now, especially knowing you've got a list, I would kind of like to hear all these vicious mockeries. But if you want to do something else, that's fine. I'm not going to make you do vicious mockery just so I can hear the.
No, I know. It's there's not a whole lot of offensive spells that I have yet. I'm working on that. But anyways,
There's always a classic. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries.
that is number 1 on the list. Let's see. He's a devil, huh? So he's probably this not gonna work. Okay. So yeah, we'll throw down another vicious mockery.
Okay, mock that cambion.
The only thing keeping me from breaking you in half is I don't want to have 2 of you around.
Okay, that was actually pretty good. But he looks at you and it's like, you call that an insult?
Yeah.
I don't think it's.
And then for my bonus action, I am going to award Bori a bardic inspiration.
Yay!
Okay, so Bori, for the next 10 minutes, has one use of. He can reroll what? Attack, save, or skill check?
He can add a d6.
Add a d6, that's what it is. Okay.
Now there is an important clause in there. You can add it after the roll is made, but and this is tricky with fantasy grounds sometimes. But before the DM makes the declaration as to whether it's a success or failure. So,
Why is it not letting me drag Bardic Inspiration in?
It does. It's not coded into Fantasy Grounds.
But it worked for Punchy.
No, he
You
did it.
just
Yeah, I've got it on Punchy in the
Oh,
combat
you
chart now.
do.
But it's not working for Bori.
I wonder if
Is
it.
it based on concentration? Do you have to?
No, there's
Can you
no
only assign
concentration.
one?
No
Nope.
concentration on it at all. It might be something we tried to code and then just left it.
Yeah, well, I'll remember that. Maybe.
But I've marked my inspiration on my sheet, so I got my little star for the next 10 minutes.
That works. Okay, Hugo, is that it for you? Okay.
Yep.
It is what's his face's turn again.
His
And
name is Taco Dalmatian.
Boo! I don't like his turn. His turn's
Taco
bad.
Darnation.
and he's going to do this fire ray thing again. Oh, actually. Now he's going to whip out his spear. He needs to
Hey,
use
hey,
an
hey, hey,
action.
hey.
He needs to use an action to do that, doesn't he?
Hey, if I can't
Stop.
boink the vulture, he can't whip it out.
He can whip it out.
He has equipped his spear. Now, if I am not mistaken, he cannot use it. He can just
I think
brand
you
it.
can equip and then use stuff.
Yeah, you can pull a weapon as a free action, and then you can use it.
Okay, well, he is pulling his weapon, and he is going to attack Punchy. Oh, whoops. I did a damage roll, not attack. So let me give Punchy his hit points back. Oops. Where did that go? Spear. 7 to hit. +7 to hit is right there, and yet it does not. Okay, I'm just gonna have to roll it. So 14 plus 21, I'm guessing that hits.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Just
4 or
Yeah,
5
it's
damage.
just versus armor class, right? So my armor class is 14. You just need something more than 14, right?
Yeah. Well, it's
My
easier
armor
maybe
class,
instead
just
of
like my stats, is 10.
I just figure it's easier for me to just ask you guys what your armor class is because you probably know your own instead of looking up every single time on every single one of you. So he does a little bit of damage to Punchy and looks extremely unhappy that it wasn't a lot more.
random point in the combat chapter, other activity on your turn section. For example, you could open a door during your move as you stride toward the foe, or you could draw your weapon as part of the same action you use to attack. So, explicitly stated you can draw and attack on the same action.
Okay, because I sort of
Yeah.
remember being in a game where it was like you can draw this time, but then you've got to not use it till the next time. Glad to clarify that. Punchy. You have a very
Yeah,
angry
you can't
champion who
you
really
can't
wants to
change
do more
weapons.
damage.
You know, you'd have to like drop one weapon and draw another if you're going to do something like that. So you can't like sheath one and pull one. That's 2 actions, but you can just draw and hit attack. Yeah.
That is a miss. That is a miss.
I will apply the 1d6 to it as well.
Okay. Now it's a hit. Oh, well, now it's a miss. I was just automatically added 6, which would have been a hit, but 5 is not. So now you know his AC is 19.
How convenient. I hit.
Yay!
Have them make a DC 10 dex save.
Okay. He fails. What happens?
Knocked prone.
Oh no!
Oh, yes!
Kool-Aid.
Yep.
Actually, that's not Kool-Aid for you, Lotte,
Oh, and
because
you
that
got
means
the
all your ranged
effect on
attacks are
there.
at disadvantage.
Excellent.
But ranged attacks are a disadvantage.
Yep, ranged attacks are disadvantaged against prone people.
Well, this ruins my plans.
Maybe because you have
I
the candy
know!
Oh
apples.
no.
Is that just with ranged weapons or ranged spells as well?
Ranged, if it's a ranged spell attack, it's also a disadvantage.
Oh dear.
Can't,
Now,
so that ruins one of my
saving
plans.
throws are still fine. So if you got a spell with a saving throw,
Okay. Well,
Yeah, the really cool thing the thing I wanted to use.
well, he is lying on his back, and boy, Punchy, if looks could kill. Because first you didn't take as much damage as he wanted you to take, and now you have knocked him prone.
I go, yeah, that's from the Order of the Halfling Fist.
And he's like, "Who
And
the
my turn
hell
is
is that?" Lotte, let's see what else you can come up with since Punchy knocked him prone and spoiled your plans.
Well, I'm not going to do 100%. I'm going to do part of the plan I intended. I'm just not going to use my sorcery points like I intended. I'm going to do another mind spike, reaching into the power of my mind. I'm going to try to murder-nate him with my brain.
Murdenate that Cambion!
I'm scrolling,
Let's
scrolling,
have
scrolling.
some murdenation going on here. He
And he
failed his save.
fails! I do 3d8 psychic to him again.
Oh!
kaboom!
And I roll to see if I have a wild mage sage. And I figured out it's on a 1 that I triggered this, which makes me a lot more scared.
Ah. Alas, no wild mage surge.
Alas, I'm safe. And because he's prone, and just in case that stays, I'm going to move.
Yeah, how long does that last?
Until its turn when he gets up.
Ah,
Yeah, he can spend half of his movement to stand up.
okay.
I'm going to move slightly closer.
Okay.
Wait, you're moving where?
I'm moving.
Oh, there it
I'm
was.
moving 25 feet closer. I mean, it's not enough to really help if he gets knocked prone again either. But and plus there might be kind of. Ooh, wait. Instead of that square, I'm going here. So there's a column between me and him.
Oh, smart thinking.
I'm using the power of my mind. And that will be my turn.
Bori!
Alright,
If Bori were a bard, his vicious mockery would probably be like, Cambion, I think you look more like Hambion. Yeah, that was bad.
I think Bori would be defaulted from not being able to use vicious mockery because it would just fail every single time.
Well, you do have to actually think of an insult, so if he did, I'd have to take a point of psychic damage from him.
It'd be more like flaccid attempt at mockery. So I'm going to use my bonus action to move the spiritual hammer a little bit around, and since he's prone, this gets advantage, which is gonna be fun.
Okay, make sure you click advantage.
And swing! And I let go in the wrong spot.
Oops. I have that issue with FG sometimes, even when I'm sure I let go of it in the right spot.
Derp, derp, derp.
That is a hit.
And crunch! Well,
Hey,
smush.
5 points of damage is 5 points of damage.
And then, for my action, I'm going to use the regular hammer. And remember to click advantage.
Yes, click advantage.
And
The regular hammer sadly
You
misses.
need a 6.
What? Well, I'm going to use
Six.
my. I'm going to use my bardic inspiration on the off chance I get a 6.
Okay, go 6.
Nope.
Oh, nope. Just missed.
All right. Well, the inspiration has been attempted. So that's bonus action. Action. I am not moving. That's my turn.
Okay. Oh, and Punchy used his bardic inspiration too, correct?
Yes, I believe you did.
Yeah, I did. I used it
Okay.
last
I
turn.
just wanted to take it off then. just to make sure it didn't get used again. Okay, Lulu is hiding. Hugo.
Yeah, give me a second, please.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to move a little bit just because. And I'm going to go ahead and throw down another vicious mockery on him.
Okay. Let's hear that mockery.
Your mother takes up more tiles than a gelatinous cube.
You just fat shamed his mother?
Pretty much.
Oh boy, he totally failed on that one. So roll damage. Okay.
Plus
Yeah.
disadvantage on his next attack.
Okay, I will try to remember that. Wait, oh, well, is that the end of your turn?
And as a bonus action, I'm going to give Lotte some bardic inspiration.
Woo! I feel refreshed.
I wonder why it didn't work for Bori, but that's weird. Okay, so Lotte has bardic inspiration. It is What's-His-Face's turn. And for some reason, these attack bonuses are not working when I roll them, so I'm just going to have to roll a d20. And
He is prone.
he is prone. Ah, so he is going to stand up. And he's not liking these insults, so he's going to take his spear. And he's going to chuck it at Hugo with disadvantage.
Spear chucker.
Oh, and I'm guessing he's got a +7, but I'm guessing a 10 misses.
That's a 10 with the +7?
That's
Yeah, that
he rolled
misses.
a 3, yes.
Yeah.
He misses, and he curses. And it's Punchy's turn.
All right. Time to attack. And I will attack with my bonus action.
Wait, is he's
Is
still
he still marked as prone?
he's still marked as prone.
Oh,
Regardless, it wouldn't have mattered.
yeah. You missed anyway. Uh,
And that's all. Actually, you know what?
I do not know what.
I'm just thinking here. Nope, never mind. Okay, that's it for now.
Okay. Lotte.
He is not prone.
He is no longer prone. He is standing up.
Okay. So I'm gonna move forward just a little so that the column isn't blocking for now.
Okay.
I'm going to use 2 sorcery points so that my chaos bolt no longer takes a full action; it takes a bonus action.
Ah.
And I'm gonna try to hit him with that chaos bolt.
Chaos. Go Chaos Bolt.
And it totally misses.
It does.
D6 ain't gonna help me. So I try I try something else. I try a chill touch.
Okay. That's a
And
hit.
22.
Yeah, that hits him.
Okay. And that does it does the necrotic damage. And then it does the can't regain hit points. And it does whatever that disadvantage on attack thing is.
So on his next turn, he rolls disadvantage on attack.
His next
Which, yeah, that actually got put into effects correctly. So It's weird how
Nice.
sometimes that stuff works and sometimes it
Oh,
doesn't.
you know what? I'm like totally wrong. The disadvantage only happens when it is an undead.
Oh.
So he's not disadvantaged.
Okay.
And since you didn't spend all of your movement, you can move back behind the column if you want.
Yeah, I am moving back behind the column.
Clever use of geography.
Oh, and I forgot to roll to see if my Chaos Bolt triggered Wild Magic Surge.
I thought that was a 1.
I know, I did too for a sec.
So 1 triggers it, or I was thinking it was 20, but a 1 triggers it?
Yeah, if I do a natty 1, it triggers it.
Okay. I will have to remember that because I'm looking forward to the first time that happens.
But only if it's a leveled spell. It doesn't work on cantrips, correct?
Yeah, right. That was for
That
the
makes
Chaos
sense.
Bolt I cast, not for the Chill Touch.
Okay.
There's also another ability I have that if I want to reset it, I have to roll while magic check again too. I haven't used that.
Bori!
Alright, well, if it ain't broke, I'm gonna smack him in the head with the
If it ain't
spiritual
broke,
hammer.
I'm gonna break it.
If it ain't broke, no, that's the end of the line. That's the end of the saying. If it ain't broke, hit it with a hammer.
Yeah,
Ooh.
the hammer completely misses. Twice.
Whoo!
Wow.
Woo! All the spells going by got me. They got me dizzy. And I'm
Yeah,
not
it
moving,
shows.
so
He's just kind of like smirking at you, like, yeah, is that the best you can do?
yeah, but I know what you are.
What am I, dwarf?
No, actually, before he would have knowledge of what a campion is from the religious aspect. So yeah, he does know what a campion is, and also knows, but at least he's too dumb to be worried.
Lulu is hiding
Absolutely.
behind an acorn, which brings up Hugo.
Yeah, we'll throw down another vicious mockery.
I was hoping you would say that.
You look like your face caught fire and someone tried to put it out with an axe.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh my. Someone tried to put it out with a hammer. He fails his save. Yeah, you're getting under his skin. Which, maybe it's not somewhere you actually would want to be, but
Has
Probably
he
not.
rolled anything above a 4 on any of his saving throws?
he just rolled a 12 on that one. But
No, like the die roll, not
oh,
not.
I don't think so. Well, it's 1d. That is, vicious mockery is only 1d4, so Hugo. Bonus actions.
That's it.
Okay. Yeah, Hugo, he's mad at you now. Like, even madder than he was. So he is
Only
going.
now?
Well, he's really mad at you now. He was kind of mad, but, now he's really mad. So since the +7 to attack is in here, it's not working, so he is aiming his spear. That is he rolled a 13 +7 is a 20, so I'm guessing that will hit Hugo.
Disadvantage.
Oh. Right, let's redo that. 14.
That'll hit.
Shoot. Okay. Oh, and
Oh dear.
Hugo's taking some heavy damage here. He's pretty darn wounded.
No, I'm not.
Punchy. You kind of are. You're down to
When the
Just got a flesh
numbers are
wound.
in red, it kind of.
You have no flesh left in that area to wound. Oh, that's
Tis but a
the way
flesh
it is.
wound.
Boom.
Boom!
That's a hit, right?
That is a
Wait,
hit.
wait, wait. And it's with the hammer, so we can literally say,
No, it's with
boom
his
goes the
fist.
hammer.
It's just his fist. We just use the hammer because it's 1d4 and it doesn't
Oh,
matter.
okay.
But make a deck save.
Make a dex save. Okay. 22.
Okay. Never mind that.
Sadly, he is not marked prone.
I'm done. It's Lottie's turn.
Okay.
I had to say something about the saving throws, didn't I?
See how you are.
Lottie moves out from behind of the column. And she's going to do a spell. But she probably doesn't have enough sorcery points left to do anything with it. So she's just going to do a. Yeah, she's just going to do another chaos bolt.
Yay, chaos!
But she's going to use her Tides of Chaos ability.
Ooh, and what does
Which,
that do?
once per long rest, she can make it with advantage.
Excellent.
And if she rolls against the a wild magic surge, that can reset it after she casts the spell. So I could roll twice to see if I get a 1.
Okay.
And you also have Bardic Inspiration.
And then I'll have a bardic inspiration if I don't roll with advantage high enough. Fingers crossed!
That's a hit.
Yay! So I still have the bardic inspiration for next turn.
Yep.
And let's see, a d8 to see what kind of damage it is. An 8 is thunder.
It's like thunder.
I hope thunder is good damage.
Well, it's not fire.
Okay. He is definitely. He's kind of lurching now.
Does he
he's
have
got blood-
owies?
Does he have what?
Owies.
Yeah, I thought you said outies. It's like, what do you want to know about his belly button?
And why does he have multiple belly buttons?
that was the next question.
Why? Okay, let me do my wild magic surge rolls.
It's like a were-rat, but it only just is like a belly button person thing. So at night, it just, you know.
Where navel?
Okay,
This would have been
that's
a
my
great time for a
turn.
wild mage surge. Okay.
Oh, wait, you're not going to move back behind the column?
Oh, I am moving back behind the column. Thank you.
Bori!
Alright, I'm going to look at this guy. And in Infernal, because, I don't have Infernal. I have Abyssal. Darn. Alright, well. In Abyssal, I will look at him and go, Sugar, you're going down! But in Abyssal, so it sounds like really ominous and and stuff.
He does
And then hit him in the back of the
understand.
head. Yeah. And hit him in the back of the head. So they just think I just shouted gibberish, I think, for the most everyone.
Boy's possessed! Kill him! Kill him!
And
I'm just wondering if I should make Bori roll, I don't know, persuasion maybe?
would that be more of an intimidate?
Well, no, I'm just thinking, no, so your party members don't kill you
Oh.
thinking you're possessed.
Oh, well, they know about the whole demon lord thing.
Okay. That's true.
Praise Porcus.
Right, yeah, I mean...
Praise Porcus.
Praise Porcus! So there for anyone who needs a quick check.
He's going down, down in an earlier round. Sugar is going down swinging. He'll be your number one with a bull. Yeah. Okay.
Swinging a spiritual hammer at the back of his head. Definitely not.
Yeah, I think he turned his head to follow the music and saw you back there.
But instead of doing the typical thing, I'm going to turn my head and look at Well, maybe a little bit of coughing. But that's coming from our bard who has like a gigantic infernal spear stuck in his shoulder, which I will throw a healing word at. Oh, that's a bonus action. I can't do that. Shisa. Okay,
It's all
because I
right.
used it
Don't worry
for
about it.
my.
You're letting your
That was
bard
that was
die.
very that was poor planning. So we're going back to Plan A, which is hit him with the hammer.
Sadly, that
And whiff.
just misses. I
And
will tell you that he has fewer hit points left than Hugo does.
that's yeah, that's me.
Okay. Lulu, still hiding?
Yeah, she can't really do anything else.
Hugo.
She can eat food.
Oh, that's what she's doing,
She's probably like
basically.
hiding under one
She's
acorn,
eating her
nibbling on another.
feelings.
Eating her feelings?
She's eating away her fear.
Oh, her fears.
All right, I'm gonna throw down a cure wounds on myself.
Not a bad idea. You are feeling, I mean, you're not 100%, but you're certainly feeling healthier.
Oh, and then as a bonus action, I'm gonna throw down a healing word on myself.
Both of those are level 1 spells.
Yep.
Yeah, you can only do one leveled spell.
Really?
It's a leveled spell and a cantrip if you cast two spells in the same turn.
No. Healing word is a bonus action. Oh, you're right. No,
But it's a
you're right. You're right. You're right. I apologize. So I can't do that other one. Never mind.
Okay, so.
But you can vicious mockery him.
No, I can't.
Yeah, you did. Because cure wounds, right?
Okay, so you're actually down 9 hit points then, right?
Yes.
Okay. It's his turn. And he's looking at Bori. It's like, wait a minute. Wasn't that the guy who wanted to eat my vulture?
Yeah.
And he's
Still gonna do it.
he's going to take that spear. I have no idea why the attack for the spear is not working correctly. Oh, does he still have disadvantage?
No.
Okay. He rolls a 13 plus 7. That's a 20. So I'm guessing that doesn't hit.
Isn't the spear sticking out of Hugo right now?
It's a returning spear.
Okay.
It is 4 damage. Oh, 8 damage because it's. Well,
Wait, what was his attack roll?
It was a 13 plus 7, 20.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that'll do it.
Oh, maybe I should make this guy start thinking. Kill him with psychic damage. But for now, it's Punchy's turn.
All right, gonna attack.
Go, Punchy. You can do it.
No.
Not like that. You can
Attack
do it.
again. Nope. And I think there's really not much else I can do here. So I think that's going to be it.
Okay. Lotte. You are
Alrighty.
consistent.
My last chaos bolt. I'm going to use my tides of chaos again because I really want to hit him.
Okay.
And I still have my bardic inspiration, right?
Yes, you do.
Well, okay, well, there's no way I'm going to hit him. So I won't use my bardic inspiration. But I will roll my 2 things against the wild mage table.
Okay, come on, wild mage.
Okay, first one's a 4.
Gah.
Phew!
I'm really, really looking forward to the first time that finally kicks in.
All right, guys. I need a nap.
Bori!
All right. Well, Uh, well, we're actually okay right now. So, yeah, back to. I'm gonna change the order and do the regular hammer first this time.
Yeah.
And then feel shame as a free action. But that's okay because the spiritual hammer is gonna pick me up, right? No.
Sadly, no. Oh
I feel
dear.
like an Errol Flynn movie, except it's a dwarf with a hammer, just like flailing at this demonic fiend who's just like, really?
Really.
Yeah.
Think you're a tough guy, huh?
I'm still gonna eat your vulture.
Lulu's like, I'm still eating this acorn and also using it
Oh my
as a
god.
shield.
Okay.
Hugo.
Mental image. There will be blood, but instead of I drink your milkshake, it's I eat your vulture.
Oh dear.
Alrighty. I'm going to throw down a dissonant whispers.
Ooh.
Target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, takes 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction if available to move as far as its speed allows away from you. Can't move in obvious danger. If he makes a save, he takes half damage. I honestly don't know if he would be affected by, the runaway type stuff, but at least the damage should be there if I miss.
Okay.
And if
Let's
he
do it.
runs away, we can all miss our attacks of opportunity.
Woo!
That is totally a failed save. So, damage? The Cambion clutches his throat. He gasps. He dies.
I
Phew!
turn and do a slow motion high five, like straight out of 1993 after school special with Punchy, and go, "We didn't do dang thing."
I hit him once. I hit him once.
You each get, this is each 360 XP for that.
I need a nap.
Ding.
Also, I think I forgot to give you the XP for the vulture. That was 40 each, so for the two of the, a total of 400 each. 40
So
for the
that
vulture and 360 for the Cambion.
is
I
29.90, and we just got a little swirl of white light around our feet.
Ding!
Well, I'm still like at 2450, but I'm close.
And just make sure you all have the same. And as as the Cambion falls, and then you just kind of see him dissolve, you feel that the masks loosen on your faces, and you are now able to remove them. All of
Yes,
the
that was going to be my very next check. I try to remove the mask now.
all of
Woo!
the all of the negative effects of the masks are gone. However, the masks do have some other non-negative effects, so you may not want to give them up just yet.
What negative effects?
Or the fact that they were sealing onto you, attaching themselves to you and not able to be taken off.
Oh no, that was from Bori though. What negative effects? Like
Oh.
that was just business as usual. Well, maybe the turning into a boar part was.
So let's see. Bori had a boar mask. Uh, boar mask. You have a +1 to intimidation, disadvantage on charisma checks. So I guess kind of
Charisma checks,
with Bori. Once a day, you can consume a poisoned food or drink to no effect.
which is
You can do anyways.
already in his abilities. Okay, wow, that's okay. I'll put it in my backpack for later.
The deer mask. Oh, I thought it was no. It was actually a deer mask that you had, Bonnie.
Uh huh.
I'm sorry, Lottie.
Elk.
That you have +1 to insight, disadvantage on Constitution checks, And Voice of the Druid, once a day. This is awesome that you picked this mask considering you have Lulu. Once a day, you can telepathically communicate with an animal, beast, or hybrid creature within sight for 10 minutes. Although you probably don't really need, Lulu. You already have a psychic bond with Lulu. Punchy, you have +1 to Arcana, disadvantage on strength checks, and Mage Fire. Once a day, you can detect the presence and location of a spellcaster of any alignment.
We're saying repeat that again. So +1 to Arcana. I got that.
+1 to Arcana. You have disadvantage on strength checks. Once a day, Mage Fire. You can detect the presence and location of a spellcaster of any alignment. Doesn't have a range, so I'm guessing, I don't know, 30 feet. Let's see. Hugo, you had a wolf mask, correct?
Yes.
You have +1 to animal handling, disadvantage on intelligence checks, and ranger step. Once a day, you can give yourself or an ally +5 to stealth for 1 hour. And Lulu, who had the squirrel mask, gets a +1 to persuasion, disadvantage on wisdom checks, and once a day she has Bard's Charm. She can charm a creature or person to give her one piece of information.
As everyone frantically makes notes.
I'm in the process of adding.
Typing in frenzy.
Oh, I filled it in for mine.
What does Catamus get?
Oh, Catamus's fox mask. Yes, you probably would want to know that. +1 to stealth, disadvantage on strength checks, like he's ever going to pass one of those anyway. Rogue's instinct. Once a day, he can immediately detect a lie.
Ooh.
Was the deer mask, was that +1 on insight or investigation?
Good question. Deer mask was +1 on insight.
And what was the name of the spell effect I can do once a day?
Mage fire.
So, Bori,
Yep.
how about some roasted vulture tonight?
All right. I'm gonna. Oh, and we got were rat downstairs too.
Okay, so
No, that's all right. Just the vulture.
I've given you guys all your masks, and there's a bit more to the story. You notice the other guests are also starting to remove their masks and looking very relieved. The guests who had been already turned beastly have been taken off to a high-level cleric. And this is information given to you by Kara. You feel this strange sensation as time stops around you, although you remain unaffected. And during this, all of a sudden, Kara is transforming before your eyes, and she is a deva. So she wasn't you. You were totally off base with the whole vampire thing.
No,
She
I thought the marquis was a vampire.
Oh, somebody thought Kara was too. I thought.
That's okay. It doesn't matter. I was just throwing it out there.
Her true form is magnificent. She has long white hair, silver skin, and expansive feathered wings. And I mean, she is just the castle's sort of dimly lit because, party lighting, and she's just like lighting up the whole place around her. Thank you for defeating Acro. That is his real name. The Marquis was just an alias. His essence has been transported back to the nine hells where he will remain and be reborn, unfortunately. But the Orium is preparing an ambush to kill him for good while he is weak. Good fortune to you. I am returning to the city of Aria, where the Orium has gathered. You are welcome there at any time. She disappears, and time returns to normal. She also gives each of you a gold amulet bearing the symbol of the Orium. This is an amulet of protection. Uh, I'm not sure I should tell you this or not, but you get a +1 bonus to AC. So I should probably put that
Ooh.
in before I.
Wait, each of us get this?
Each of you get one.
Oh.
Ooh, I want one of those. Yeah.
You get one of those.
I now have something that's 11.
I know
Something's
the sad
11.
thing is, uh, my warlock still has a worse AC.
And he deserves it.
Hey!
It's hugging. That's what happens when you hug things with tentacles.
It was a wet willy, thank you.
What? First there's boinking, then there's wet willies. I don't know.
Tentacle wet willies.
Lotte is
Oh.
really excited to have +1 AC.
So am I.
She will
I'm
totally wear
not
this
quite sure how to
amulet,
plug it in, but that's okay.
even though it he already has
I
attack.
figured it out.
On your main sheet under AC, the little
Yep.
um,
Hit the magnifying glass and then put a +1 for misc.
Yeah.
Yay. 11.
I'm almost 20.
Okay, I need to create these amulets
There are
here. I should have
so
already.
many items that have been unclaimed.
Well, let me go
Man, I
claim.
cannot
Look it up.
type. There we go.
Ooh. Oh.
Yeah, Punchy, your mask is in there too.
I'll grab the things
Okay,
with my
cool.
name on. Chantix purple crystal. Am I trying to stop smoking?
That's the first thing I like every time I see it.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly.
And if I remember correctly, isn't it Chantix Purple Crystal that does absolutely nothing?
Yes.
Yeah, worthless maze prize. Yeah.
You said there's an amulet somewhere?
Yes, I'm actually in the process of typing it in right now.
Okay.
Lotte will totally take this potion of climbing that doesn't have a name on it.
So, curiosity, with multiple parcel items, is there a way to grab them all and drag them to your character?
There's a button that even can push that just will assign it.
No, I mean, like,
There's a
if there's, like,
name on.
no, but if he's got, like, 19 polar bear eyelashes, he kind of has to drag them, like, 19 times.
No, that's why I'm saying there's a button that it's like a down arrow or something.
And I'm trying to figure out how on this item how to put in that it gives you the bonus to AC.
I
see
think we just have to do that, like they said, with the magnifying glass on the main page and just put it in as +1 misc.
Yeah, did that.
And we also need to have the various masks. Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. Hang on.
It's in the party sheet.
Yeah.
No, I dragged it out of the party sheet, and then there was also one in my inventory. So one of them actually has the description, and the other one does not. But I think the one that was in my party sheet already was something I put in there last time. So I just need to delete it.
Okay, and you now. Did somebody get theirs already? Because I put in.
Yep,
6.
I did.
Okay. Okay.
So do we have to be wearing the mask to get these bonuses and whatnot?
Oh, that's a good question. Do they require attunement?
You know,
Like, or is this like, Majora's Mask where we can hop them on and off as we see fit, and we want to use
I
our
think
cool
you
little tricks?
can hop them on and off as you see fit.
I like that version better.
Lotte took hers. Why is Bori in here twice?
Well, if you wanted to delete the polar bear eyelashes out of the party treasure, you can, because I've already got them in my inventory.
What about your 2 short swords?
I have those as well.
So
Okay.
You have all 19 of them in your inventory?
Yeah, I've got 20 already. I
Okay.
typed it in myself, so.
Okay. So yeah, I thought that's actually some pretty nice loot. So that's why you didn't really get anything more than that. So yeah, Punchy and Catamus and Hugo, if you want to just pull that amulet of protection out of there. If not, it's just in your party inventory. That I'm never quite sure what that means. It's like you have this extra backpack that you take turns carrying. It's just got some assorted
It's a
random
TR
gear.
cache.
Yeah, it's a
TR
shared bank.
cache.
It's an extra dimensional space that doesn't really exist, and
Ah.
I usually just empty it if the quest is done and people haven't taken this stuff, it's gone forever.
well, like the stuff for Catamus makes sense because obviously
Yeah.
he can't take it. But the two Hugo's two swords he said he has, so those can be deleted.
Oh.
We need to distribute some of these anti-slippery elixirs, though.
Yeah. There
Who
are
doesn't
three
have
of
their
them.
amulet? Oh,
Punchy, Catamus,
Catamus.
and Hugo.
Catamus doesn't have his.
Oh, Punchy and Hugo have theirs. Cool.
Yeah, basically everything that's left in there looks like it's assigned to Catamus anyways.
Yep.
Except for the anti-slipperies. Yay! Our cache is almost clear.
I'm going to throw another 25 gold pieces on there for you guys, too, because you defeated a Cambion.
I'm rich.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got some stuff in my inventory which needs to be identified also.
We need to get him a pearl.
I'll
A
grab
pearl?
one anti-slippery elixir.
No, I have one. I found one in the obstacle course.
Did you? A pearl worth 100 gold?
Yeah.
Well, isn't that convenient?
It was just lying there, and all of a sudden it was So yeah, I popped it in. Yeah.
That's amazing. We spent like 6 months in our Dragon Heist game without being able to identify anything because no one could afford the pearl.
Finally, we put together our milk money.
Yeah, my bard had to hustle for 4 days in the yawning portal.
That's right.
And
You
I
sang and sang.
and I pimped myself out for the
Did
pearl.
you sing your
No.
bearded face or whatever?
No, I did not sing your bearded face. No,
Okay.
he's a pan flute focuser.
No wonder
Pan
you
flute.
got tips.
I'm just like looking down through the inventory, and I just came across quiver filled with gravy for Bori. It's like, yeah, that's
Yep.
Yeah.
That's on brand. And
I think Lulu
I
has
smacked
her
Catamus
thimble.
with it. And
I'm not seeing it.
I added a thimble, an everfull thimble of
Maybe it's under
pumpkin
Everfull?
spice flan.
Ever-filling pitcher covered. Hugo. Oh, ever-filling pitcher. Ever-filling pitcher. I don't see Lulu's. Everybody else has one except Lulu.
Maybe it's a fake item because I made it.
But she has an ever-filling.
no, it shows the stuff that I made too, like the gravy-filled quiver.
Yeah, because I didn't make that.
Is Lulu not in the part? She's not in the party sheet. That's why.
Oh.
No, she is in the party sheet.
Yes, she is. She should be.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
I don't know either.
Maybe it's still reflecting the original name or something.
We have so much ink and ink-related objects.
Yeah, there was a lot of ink stuff that was in that obstacle course.
That's
maybe
because
our
Hugo was a
tattoos.
scribe.
That would explain it. Oh, also, it's not actually a chipmunk mask. It's a squirrel mask that Lulu has. That, so she's actually got that's in there
It's a
twice.
squirrel.
It is actually. Oh, except no, it isn't. It's not in here. Okay, so it's a chipmunk.
Oh, so it is something having to do with the things that I created versus what's showing.
Oh, like
I think I made that
the
chipmunk
elk mask.
mask.
The deer mask isn't in here either. That's very strange.
Because one of them is an item I made on the character sheet as like a reference.
Yeah, but the ones
and
you made are in
the
here.
other
The
one
ones
is
I
the
made are
one
not.
you actually awarded.
Huh. I mean, as long as you've got them, it's I don't
I mean,
really
like,
care what it's called.
I have my celestial ham sandwich in there, which, to be fair,
Indeed.
should have expired a long time ago. So I'm going to get rid of that. And by expired, I mean been consumed.
No, but I don't have like a description for like the splendiferous bauble.
Oh, I thought I put the Splendiferous bauble in there.
Well, you may have, but
Oh, yeah. Speaking of identify, yeah, I need my candle of invocation identified, and there's a high level spell scroll which I am 110% convinced is raised dead specifically because Bori can't read to use it.
Yeah, the description I have in there for. Oh, you know something? I didn't lock it. Maybe that's why.
Maybe he could spell it out.
Groan.
well, I can identify some stuff for you. Take
I
me
Uh,
thought that
10
was
minutes.
pretty good.
that was a moo. That was a moo. Spelling it out. So are we just like hanging around this party that
I'm
everyone's like
I'm thinking.
recovering
I
from
need
a
a nap.
totally
I mean,
traumatic event?
the party is, you know, the party is over. I mean, the party guests are getting their butts the heck out of
Was
there.
it busted? Lotte is totally game for like going up the stairs and finding a bed and taking a nap because she
Did
has
anyone
used
see
all of her
me?
spells.
Did anyone see me hit him? I'm gonna be kind of looking around. Is anyone impressed?
Um,
We're all just doing our own thing. As a point of order, does anyone know where we are? Like in the world?
you are
Like
in
how
the
to get
city of
home?
Abrito. Basically, it's a long boat ride back to Beggar's Hole.
Yeah, we're in Burrito.
Yeah, we're in Burrito and Castle Maraschino, but how do we get
We
home?
should totally take all the food.
You
I'm
probably
still waiting
should.
for Bori to roast up that vulture.
Oh yeah, we're totally roasting the vulture and the were rat.
No, not the were rat, just the vulture.
Oh, I'm
Well,
I'm, I'm
you
roasting the were
can if
rat.
Bori wants to roast the were rat. That is up to him. But I'm going
Well,
to ask him
you
to add it to his
realize
inventory himself.
you realize that lycanthropy is a disease, and just roasting is not necessarily going to get rid of it. And I certainly wouldn't want to eat it in the off chance that I might become one. But hey, I suppose
Oh,
that's up to you.
that opens up a whole realm of possibilities, doesn't it?
Maybe.
A were-dwarf.
We're still eating it. Well, I'm still eating it. I don't know about the rest of these guys, but I'm cooking the vulture and the were rat, and I'm eating the were rat, and possibly
Yeah,
the vulture too.
Lottie's
I,
trying
I
to
can't
sleep
I
on the
can't open
touching
the
table.
essence of omnivore, but that's okay.
Essence of
I like the
Om.
idea about finding a nice, cushy place and just kind of lounging around here for a while.
Yeah, I'm thinking you guys probably would not mind taking a long rest.
No,
Yeah.
it'll take that long just to roast the vulture.
I'm gonna head off
Right?
to the left. I'm gonna see if I
Slow
can get to
cooks.
that. I'm gonna see if I can get to that bed before
It was
everyone else.
locked the first time I tried.
That's what hammers are for.
Well,
Locks hate hammers.
I mean, I could set the door on fire.
well, if you go up there now, you'll find a. So you're all headed upstairs looking for beds. Am I
Yeah,
right?
like Lottie's just gone to
I
where she
I
the
thought Bori was
tattoo.
headed down to the kitchen.
Okay. Anybody who is headed up to that locked door looking for a bed, give me a strength check.
Punchy can just punch the door in the face.
Yep, that's all it took. All I was looking for was a 10, as with the marquis revealed as his true self, and out of the picture, his magical wards and locks. All you need to do is smack the door hard. There you have a giant, comfy bed. There's room for all of you, even Bori, to all curl up on that bed and take a very long rest.
Okay, well, no one else is around here on the map. So as soon as I see the bed, I'm going to strip naked and get into the middle of the bed.
You've been wanting to do the strip naked party since you got here, haven't you?
Well, I'm just saying that's what he would do. He is going to immediately take over the bed like a cat. Uh, Other people, he would probably put on clothes, however, if enough other people started showing up.
Remember,
Well, I mean,
Bori, lack
the
of
party
clothing
guests are
does not
pretty
mean
much getting the
consent.
heck out of Dodge. So, I mean, the only people who are really going to show up at this point are your friends.
Oh, does that mean we own a castle now?
No.
Well, they're gonna have to kick us out.
Well, uh if you wait till they kick you, I mean the Arium is who is going to come kick you out, and they will not be pleased. Do you really want to piss off a bunch of Davis?
Well, no, we're just watching it for them until they actually get here. That's all.
I
Plus,
mean, and we have
the good
business
people in
elsewhere.
Kobolds of Beggar's Hole have already told you that in exchange for all that you have done, they've already thrown you this festival, and they have told you they're going to build you. They'll either build you one big house with rooms for you all. Yeah, you tell them what you want them to build as far as housing, and they will build it. You can each have your own house. You can have roommate. Like if say, I'm sure Lotte and Lulu will probably want to share a house if, say, Bori and Catamus wanted to share a house, or if you all want to live together, all have separate houses, you just let those kobolds know they are happy, prosperous kobolds compared to where they were just a few short months ago. And they will be happy to build you. And they've been mining those mountains around the town. They want to like build some routes out to other towns, start bringing in some external business and trade and stuff like that. So they've got a lot of rock to build houses out of.
Well, this is amazing news. Okay,
I
well,
told
so
you
I'm
that
just gonna
before.
I'm just
No, no,
going to
that's
sleep in the yeah, but I didn't remember it. Anyway, I'm going to sleep in the bed for a while. And then if it gets too quiet, then I'll probably be like, "Oh, did they all leave me?"
Yeah,
no, no.
you guys just have
That's
to
all
go to
well
sleep.
and good that the kobolds are gonna, build us houses and whatnot. And that's great. It really is. But there's still rooms here that we haven't explored and might find other stuff in. So I say we
Actually,
just hang out here until
actually,
the other
not
guys
really.
show up. And oh, I know, but
But if you want to poke around and steal all their food and stuff like that,
Do we know when the next boat back to the
well, see, you
Oh
came
my
by
god, why can't
special
I remember the name?
invitation. A boat brought you. That same boat is waiting to take you back when you're ready.
Okay,
See,
so whenever we're ready. So we
I
can
know
get a good
exactly.
sleep.
Hmm?
Go ahead.
and I gotta help Bori roast that vulture.
We can have vulture and pancakes for breakfast and then catch the boat back to the hole.
Vulture and
Bird in a
pancakes. That
blanket.
sounds great.
See, I know when every boat schedule is. The boat's ready to take you back when it shows up.
Yeah, the boat is waiting for you.
We'll
And
just catch
So
the boat
there
to
you
the
go.
beehole in the morning.
Beehole.
Beehole.
She needs inspiration for that. Come on. That was
Yeah.
good.
Okay, how do I give her inspiration? I got to do that on the combat
On
tracker, don't I?
Just click the dot
on
on the
her.
front of my character page.
Yeah.
That was good.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at
Beehole.
your little star. You are now inspired.
So yeah, roasting where? What happens after 8 to 10 hours of low and slow cooking when the were rat is consumed?
Well, I guess you're going to find out, aren't you?
That's
Next
called.
time.
Yes.
Tune in
But
next
yes,
time to
that
find
is
out what happens to the stupid dwarf.
Do you think the kobolds will build me a tower? I mean, they'll build this
I'm sure they
buildings,
would.
At least tower as in the eyes of a kobold, depending, so 10 feet.
Well,
Two
cobalt,
floors.
gnome, pretty much the same thing,
So at least
same
20
height.
stories.
Yes. Tell them what you want and they will build it.
They can do as many subterranean levels as they
mountains.
want.
Oh,
They have
we want
so much rock.
splendiferous mansions that even rival what's his face.
Gonks? Well, Gonk might have something to say about that, but well, we could definitely see what we could do. I mean, they probably have some sort of like township ordinance that nobody can have a house as great as Gonk's. For one thing, you might be able to build one as big as his, but he's got all the money to actually have all the trappings like the big luxurious fountain and the artwork and stuff like that.
This is why we have the loophole. You can have a tower that's better than his.
That's okay because
He didn't have a
eventually we're gonna
tower.
fill this stuff up with all of our treasure anyways.
Exactly.
Wait.
And honestly, if any of you wanted to sketch out a floor plan of the house you want, I would be glad to work that into the stream at some point.
Bori wants a Corvair fried rat franchise
You know,
with an attached house.
there actually is not a KFR franchise in Beggar's Hole, so I
Yeah.
bet Gonk would be absolutely okay with that.
And so he can get out of bed, open his side door, and be in the KFR.
Oh, so you're not gonna just gonna have your bed right in the kitchens?
No, he has to have some privacy to sleep.
Bori? Privacy?
It's
To
hard to
sleep.
sleep
I
with the
said to
sound of all the
sleep.
Oh,
fry.
the sleep.
Yeah, it's to
Okay.
sleep. He didn't say anything about anything else. No.
It's
No.
hard to
The rest,
it's
whatever.
hard to
No.
sleep with all the sound of all that boiling and deep frying and things like that.
And
So
those beeps. When all of a sudden there's beep 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 beep.
I don't think KFR has something like that. I can't imagine Gonk not being highly annoyed. Gonk's not the most patient guy.
plus, I think there may even be a KFR ordinance about letting Bori in at night after the time that you were sleepwalking. You maybe stuck your arm in the vat.
Don't feed him after midnight. Don't get him wet, or he'll
Just
multiply
reaches
it.
in the fryer to grab the rat strips.
Hey,
That's
you're a
right.
cleric. You can heal
Only
your
in
own
Bori's
arm
case. Yeah, only in Bori's case is don't get them wet with oil.
or gravy. Oh, Farg, yes, KFR, Corvair fried rat. That's from earlier episodes. It is a thing.
And I have a painting of Gonk with
Decorations.
right here, Gonk's Corvair fried rat painting because I licked it on the wall of his
Oh, now
mansion
see
and
when
he
I
got
click that,
grossed
it just
out.
comes up with a description. Okay, I don't want masquerade ball.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, mine says unable to create window with data source.
Yeah, let me see if
There's
I can
no
find.
description for it. It's just a list, and then it weighs 3 pounds. That's so it's a very large painting.
Why are my?
I
That's
think
strange. It's not actually in here.
Lottie's tower needs like 10 subterranean levels so that Lulu's family could come visit from the Mornlands. There'll be plenty of room for them.
oh, I've got plans. Punchy has plans for his Adobe / dojo.
Yeah, you're gonna invite your game wife over.
Actually, no. I would actually see probably more. I'm more likely to see if I can create a martial arts dojo and train kobolds martial arts. Would probably be what I'd be more
Ooh.
likely to do, but we'll see.
So we could
Not
have
good martial
ninja
arts, but I mean,
A
ninja
local chapter
kobolds.
of the Order of Halfling Fist.
yeah. We might even expand to allow. I don't know. We'll
Maybe
see.
like
Maybe
an
there can be a kobold
offshoot.
fist. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cobalt pest. So yes, this is Sir Atticus Gonk, the southern accented kobold gentleman who got rich. And nobody can hear me because XSplit for some
Nope, we
reason
can hear
cut.
you.
Oh,
I can
could
hear
you?
We
you.
can hear you.
Oh, normally XSplit cuts off my voice, but yes, that is Atticus Gonk, who started the KFR friend chain, and that's he's holding a bucket of Corvair fried rat KFR.
The painting of which Bori licked in his art room and has now become his.
Yes,
Yes.
after Bori licked the painting, Gonk didn't want it anymore, so he gave it to Bori. So Bori, when your house is built, you will have to find a place to hang it.
Well,
I
yeah.
That's going to go in the
Fargonaut
lobby of
says
his franchise.
There would be a good place. Well, he might also want it on the ceiling over his bed.
Oh, now you give me ideas.
Fargonaut in chat was like they animate their rats. I think that is an interesting concept. Like if you had a dead rat and then you reanimated it and then killed the reanimation, is that kind of like fresh frozen?
Well, see, actually, this goes back to a game that I've had many years ago, which was animating an ingested animal inside the stomach of someone else. Like, oh, you ate the rat. Animate rat inside stomach. The other one was create water inside someone else's bladder.
That's just cold.
It worked. It got the guard to move.
Interesting.
Nice.
But I do absolutely now have a tremendous urge to find an excuse at some point with Bori having a belly full of KFR to animate them and see what happens. Am I that mean of a DM? I probably am.
Well,
Actually,
keep in mind, though, I mean, the stomach is full of acid.
True.
uh, and
But they're
the
rats. I
other
mean, they survive in sewers, which I'm guessing are pretty acidic.
the other question, actually, this is sad. The first question that I came up with was not what would happen to the rats, but would Bori just assume it was indigestion?
Probably.
Like all of them crawling around inside his stomach, like, oh, that shouldn't have eaten that much hot sauce.
To be fair, it probably is not the first time something has been partially alive that he's eaten. So.
That might explain his aversion to eating the live were-rat. To be fair, that may be a canon exploration in history. We have to dive into flashback time.
Ooh, so backstory. I like it.
Yeah, Bori doesn't have a whole lot of backstory. I went 22 pages deep on the whole religion of Porcus, and Bori's backstory is like 2 paragraphs.
Yeah, I can't believe I've got like all the whole Porcus domain and worship and all that. There's so much information on that, and yeah.
Which is funny because yeah, the whole celestial thing is well, we can do that off air. Basically, bottom line to summarize for those viewing at home, Porcus is technically a demon lord and technically Orcus's cousin, but you would call him, I guess you would say, a traitor demon lord because of sibling rivalry, and so he now works with the Celestials to upend every single one of Orcus's plots. Which is why he didn't freak out at the Celestial amulet.
He's
Yeah,
a
see, if any of
nice
you had
demon
been
lord.
celestial or closely linked with celestials, the incense smell would have made you a bit ill, just kind of nauseous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, it
technically
is.
a fiend.
For some reason, Automodus is like telling me that I have to approve this comment of Farx's. We all new KFR bowl with extra crispy rat tail crisps. That doesn't sound like a problem. Maybe Crips and Bloods. Maybe that's why it held it. Anyway,
Tail.
a few of us need to get to bed here, so
I imagine fried rat tails are kind of like the KFR version of onion strings.
but I am going to need to call the stream here because we do need to get to bed. Thank you for
Yes.
watching. We will be back in 2 weeks, which is October 10th, I think. October 9th. October 9th. Back in 2 weeks. October 9th, Wednesday. New start time 9 p.m. Eastern from 10:30. We probably will not go the full 3 hours. It's part of the thing with starting early. Anyway, thank you much for watching. I'll be live on DDO stream Sunday night, 10:30 p.m. Probably playing hardcore, maybe doing some Sharn. We'll see. And hope to see you there. Night, everybody.
Don't die.